Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Talk Bots. Welcome back. It's a Christmas episode. Santa Claus came by and told me to tell you this. Just kidding, bitch. There's nothing on this fucking index card. We're doing this shit raw dog style. I'm fucking improv this intro. Fuck you, bitch. You ain't got nothing to say to me. I'm the host of the show. Alright, guys, I'm here today. I gotta fix all my shit, because I always have to fix all my shit. We're gonna do a little test real quick. We're gonna do like a little audio and video test to make sure everyone's not fucked up. Alright. Because I always fuck this shit up, bro. Like, literally last time I had, like, the jazz music playing the whole time we were talking. Not that jazz is bad, but why the fuck is there a goddamn laundry basket behind me, bro? I don't know about that. They ain't vibing. Alright, welcome. Here I have the co-host is Lubot, as always.
Hello. I'm here. I'm queer.
I'm here, I'm queer. Today we have the lovely Xavier. He's sitting on his bed. He's a little far away. He got his pizza. That's the most important thing. How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, I
Thank
think
you for
that's...
having me.
Yeah, we got the... Hell yeah, let's fucking go, baby. We got the audio here. I'm listening back. Yeah, finally! Finally, we don't have a bunch of technical difficulties in before 5 minutes from now. It's going to get all fucked up, but hey, we'll deal with it later. Okay, so
knock on wood, dude.
So we're talking about pizza tonight, right now. As Christmas time comes around, everyone doesn't want to, spend too much time all the time cooking on home cooked meals. We have home cooked meals on the big holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, but in between all that and the hectic and the chaos of the holidays, we grabbing pizza up in this bitch. And my boy Xavier grabbed some pizza, and so did Angel. So I'm eating pizza tonight because I'm a fat fuck, but it's going to be good. What kind of pizza did you get, Xavier?
Actually, right now I'm making some. It's home run in from Publix. I cut it in half, threw it in the air fryer, and it's just pepperoni.
Air fryer
Pretty
pepperoni
plain,
pizza? Hell yeah, I have no idea what we got.
That's the best way to cook pizza now.
I gotta ask.
Is putting it in the air fryer.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I'm telling you.
My only personal way to do it, those Tostinos chips that are like the scoops for like salsa? They're like little bowls. Bro, I used to take those, I'd put a little bit of sauce in them, and then fucking shove a pepperoni in them and put cheese and seasoning on them, and I would bake them for like 5 minutes. And I pull those are the little pizza bites I used to make, like little homemade ones. They're really good.
That's fucking hilarious.
That sounds really good.
It saves a lot of money. I'm not even gonna lie. You get a bunch of pepperoni packages, you save so much money on little pizza bites.
Yeah, dude. If I would have went to someone like a friend of mine's like back in the day, and he just did some shit like that out of chips, I'd have been like,
"That's Chef Ramsay right there."
I'm coming over here just for that.
Bro, my mom used to crush up Doritos like fucking cocaine and put it on her.
Killing me with the fucking laundry basket.
Well, guys, I got the pizza and I almost killed my girlfriend. I got Alfredo pizza, barbecue chicken pizza.
I ran out of 2 liters, so she gave
Well, fucking, I guess I'll take that. All right.
Actually, speaking of Alfredo pizza. You know what? Something I tried with the girlfriend not too long ago that was really good. Saw it on a TikTok, and it was just something we already ate. Was it chicken tikka masala? The Indian food.
Yes,
I have not had that. I don't know what that is. You're scaring me. Is it spicy?
Okay, it's a little, but it's not too spicy. You can order it spicy, but usually it's not too spicy. But I mean, I don't really think it's spicy at all. But that's me because I got the strong resilience. But you take that, if you can, or what I did at least, I DoorDashed. Actually, no, I ordered Domino's. I ordered a full pan pizza with Alfredo sauce, and you get that just plain with cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually they sell them at Publix actually.
Really?
Girlfriend works at Publix, so yes, I'm not trying to advocate Publix, but
today's sponsor is definitely not Publix, guys. It's definitely not. It's just, bro. That sounds great, man. So that's I went to Publix actually for I used to be a manager at Five Guys. Okay, spoiler alert, it was the same Five Guys that Jake Paul went to like a few months ago, and in Northport, Florida. And bro, I thought he was looking to beat my ass because I posted all those like short YouTube shorts and TikToks and fucking YouTube videos about him. And bro just shows up in my hometown, goes to my Five Guys I was a manager at, and whoo baby, was I like, damn, I'm gonna get the fucking hands. But we used to go to Publix in the morning, bro. We used to get the little popcorn chicken, and we'd throw them in the little baskets that we have, the aluminum bowls. We'd throw them on the grill and cover them up and put a bunch of buffalo sauce on them and fucking toss them. And then we'd grab mac and cheese and tortilla wraps, and we would make buffalo chicken, mac and cheese with green bell pepper wraps. And they were fucking fire, dude.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
And the reason you didn't take culinary is
because I do everything, bro. I'm a maintenance. I'm like an odd jobs guy. I'm running for president in 2032, I think. Listen, I already announced my campaign like a year ago. It's happening. I had to do everything. I'm Mickey Mouse.
Bro, you got to get on like a city council or something.
Yeah. Start small, right? Start with local government. Find out why they're spending so much money on the fucking roads and then nothing's getting fixed. Like
exactly.
Oh, we know where that money's going.
Right in their pockets.
I was just about to say, right into their fucking pockets.
Here you go. Yeah, real quick. There we
Here's
go.
my money to fix my street.
Right.
Oh my god, Jesus, man, they do that too much.
And then wonder why it takes freaking like 6 years to make a roundabout on freaking 75.
Listen, I'm pretty sure if Michael Knowles is watching this video right now, he is fucking having the time of his life. I know I talked about this before stream, but I had to talk about it on stream. I used to make videos reacting to Michael Knowles, the crazy conspiracy theorist conservative, and holy fuck, he made a whole video about how the New York government was trying to take pizza away because liberals were trying to destroy pizza because they wanted to cut down carbon emissions, so they were asking coal-fired pizza to not operate as much, I guess, and he fucking had a conniption fit about it. And now I'm sitting here. I mean, obviously it's not New York pizza, so you know what? He probably just wouldn't like this. Honestly, he's like, Domino's, be a real Italian, you know? Don't fucking go to New York. Hey, no, fuck that guy. Michael Knowles, if you're watching this, fuck you. You're kind of weird, bro. But like, we agree on some things. You're still a weird piece of shit, though. Love you. So, where the fuck was I before I fucking went derailing? We were all talking about culinary. Food is so good. Why is food so good? Like, what's your favorite dish, Xavier?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I gotta dig deep here. I can't give you one specific favorite dish.
Really?
Because there's so many different things. Like, because I will say, like, with my years of, you know, getting older, you know, trying more things, and you know, my taste palette expanding and maturing.
Right.
It's like it's hard to find my favorite one dish.
I completely understand that. I completely get that.
There's so many things because you know, so there's So for instance, the mother of my children, she's Haitian. So there's this Haitian restaurant not too far from where she lives, and one of my favorite dishes from, and that, like, even thinking about it just makes my mouth water. They have like a fried pork. It's a fried pork with a mushroom rice, fried plantains, and they have a little salad on the inside. And you know, they make this. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like it's like this sauce. It's a little fatty, a little greasy. Yeah, I like. See, that's my thing. I like mushrooms in things, but I don't like the texture of mushrooms. Like, I'm a weird guy, so it's like I like certain foods, but sometimes they have to be made certain ways. Like, I like simple things. Like, I love, like, there's this one diner I go to. They make a really good freaking egg sausage and cheese sandwich. And you know, I don't usually care for eggs, but the way they cook, you know, the way they make the eggs, you know, they usually make them sunny side over hard, and they're freaking delicious. Mm-hmm. But usually, you know, you make them in a certain type of way for me, and I can't stand eggs. You know, I have a very weird, like, taste palette. Like, I like a lot of things, but there's certain textures that throw me off.
Gotcha.
Like, so, like, I like, I would say my favorite grouping, I would say, is probably like seafood. Definitely,
Okay.
I love seafood.
Yeah.
I can. Oh man,
I like lobster
I can
rolls,
cook
bro.
a
Those
day.
are fire.
I'm the
Oh,
Like
complete
lobster,
opposite.
like lobsters, like fucking tuna,
hmm
like kind of. That's so good, bro.
hmm
God damn.
Oh yeah, if
You
it
don't like
swims, I'll
seafood,
eat it, man.
Louis?
No,
Oh my God, you're like
no,
Angel,
God,
bro.
no.
Neither of you guys like seafood. It's nuts.
I can't fucking
That's
do it.
funny.
It's
And
so good.
it's okay. So there's certain things that if cooked properly, or I can eat it. And it's fine.
Mhm.
It tastes good. But also at the same time, there's a lot of weird textures when it comes down to seafood.
Well, dead
You
ass,
can have,
bro. I sucked
and
the
Yeah.
fucking
just
brains out of a crawfish, dude. Like you just fucking.
Oh,
I feel like I'm a xenomorph,
God.
bro. Like what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I won't lie. There's something to me, at least for me personally, there's something primal about like getting like a bunch of like a good snow crab cluster and just ripping it apart, dipping it in
It's
butter, snapping the
primal.
legs open, like because like I'm not even gonna lie. I've had a few times where you get those real good seafood boils.
Yeah.
You got the corn and you got the corn, the potatoes, the shrimp, and the
Man,
scallops,
it's
and I'm
so
like,
good.
oh, I love those. So like, I'll sit down in front of that, and I've had times where I'll just slap on some anime, and I've sat there and just like, just.
I
And by the
can't
time I'm
watch
done,
anime
like,
if I'm not eating, bro. Like I
oh.
have to be eating if I'm watching like anime or like I
So,
can't eat and not
I'm
watch
the same
something.
way.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
I feel like a
I
peasant
can't.
if I'm,
Right.
I'm a fucking
Yeah.
peasant if I'm not sitting down watching Doctor Who
Right.
eating fucking crab legs.
Right, like hell, I'll be at work, and they're like, "Oh, time to go to lunch." I grab me some food for lunch, and I'll sit down and throw some anime up on my freaking phone, and just like I'll sit there eating my sandwich, cutting it, and
Hell
just like I
yeah.
know, and then the funniest thing is, I work like out on the island, so it's like a bunch of old people in there, so I know they're just like, "What
Oh,
is he
dude, I
doing?
work
He's
in senior care,
watching
bro. I
TV on his
feel that.
phone, like
Yeah.
watching TV on his phone." Like,
Hey,
yeah,
Do
Louis.
we do we all work in Venice?
No, you
right,
don't
pretty
gotta
much.
tell me. Hey, Louis, guess what Robert just said?
What did Robert say?
Seafood is good, but steak is king. Also, I'm now going to make a bunch of seafood dishes for Louis. Yep,
Oh, that's hilarious.
he got your ass. But guess what? Steak is king,
No.
apparently. Which I
But
can't agree
steak-
with.
I-
My teeth are
I-
fucked. I can't chew steak very well. It has to be some very, very easy to chew steak in order for me to enjoy
fillets.
steak.
Fillets
Like-
all the way.
Seriously, I'm not
Oh,
not
yeah.
super proficient, but back in 2014, I super embraced Buddhism and I stopped being as picky as I was when I was like more of a youth. And now I just kind of eat whatever they put in front of me. Like I'm Monkey D. Luffy, I'm just a vacuum cleaner. And usually people just give
Oh,
me
yeah.
their leftovers and I just fucking gobble that shit up. And I had to compensate for that by busting my goddamn ass at work and holding I got two fire extinguishers and instead of putting them up, I'm like 5 seconds before I go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking put them right on the tag. Fuck. Like I just impressed Peaches the other day. She came over to drop the kids off. We were all talking about stuff. And both the kids climbed up on each shoulder. I had one 5-year-old on my left shoulder and one 4-year-old on my right shoulder, sitting on my shoulder like a goddamn like horse. And I picked them both up and I tried to get them to touch the ceiling. And she's like, "Wow." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a man. I'm built that way." Like,
Fucking Hulk over here.
Yes.
Next
Well,
thing you
yeah,
know,
man.
tomorrow he's gonna be like, "Oh, I can't lift my arms."
dead ass. I went to work and I was like, "Man,
I'm
I'm
fucking
sore as
tired.
fuck right now. I worked out too hard today. I'm fucked."
What did I do?
I had to keep going, bro.
Oh,
I
man.
set up bingo for them old ladies, man. I got to pick up them tables and shit and do it with style, bro.
Yo,
Yep.
you ever?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Real question though. Have you ever been to one of those bingo halls?
Not bingo halls. The closest thing I've gotten is actually setting up bingo for them in the ballroom of my employment.
What about you?
I've never been to a bingo hall, but I would like to go to one. Like, I feel like that would be an interesting experience, honestly. Like, that sounds really fun.
It honestly, so I went with Eddie my boyfriend Eddie, and his grandmother went to this bingo hall. She invited us over, so we went there. And so there's one side that's a smokers section, and then there's a non-smokers section.
Wait,
So
wait.
like, yeah, so you walk into this fucking place and it just smells like fucking cigarettes. You just get
Oh
smacked in
man.
the face with like fucking rank
Oh
cigarette,
man.
That sounds
stale,
fucking awful. My parents smoked in their car.
yeah. So imagine that like times to 100 inside of a building. So, anyways,
Oh man.
you go to the cashier. You get whatever bingo cards you pay for or
Yeah.
whatnot. What games you want to play and
How
stuff
fucking
like
big is
that.
this place?
And it's probably.
How do you run a whole business based off bingo? What do you just like pay to entry fee
Well,
or like?
Yeah, you
And
pay you
that
pay for
supports
your
the whole
tickets.
business. Is it not like $5,000 for their rent? What the fuck?
Well, think about this. Okay, so like what was it? It was like $25 for just like the normal basic games, for the
Yeah.
whole entire from like I think it was like from like what 6 to 8 o'clock or something like that. I think it was like 2 hours that you
That's
spend there.
nuts. Oh my god.
And it's just like
Is it like
they just
gambling?
go
Like
and order. But they have like games in between, like lucky number 7, and that's like an extra ticket that you can buy for like an extra $5.
Okay.
And that has its own little jackpot, and you got the odds of one out of that whole entire room.
Bro, the old people
You know
are
what I'm saying?
vicious. I've seen them get vicious at my job, bro. Like
Yeah,
Oh, man.
they get a little rowdy.
People play
They get a little rowdy and a little upset, especially when they see two young guys walking in here, and then you see me and Eddie
Yeah,
saying
we're talking about
bingo
bingo.
and shit like that,
hang on.
and they're like,
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
oh, too many people talking at one time. Angel actually has been to a bingo hall on a regular basis with her aunt.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Dude, them old ladies are vicious as shit.
Okay.
You go to raise your hand and say bingo, and they will give you the dirtiest of
Oh.
nastiest of looks.
Daggers. Oh, I can imagine straight daggers. I can because that's terrifying.
Man, this
Honestly,
oh shit. Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
No, you're dead. I'm gonna take a bite of my pizza.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say honestly, I can see it too because like when you work around old people, and then like when you're around old people, the more and more like at first, like as in without you knowing how old people are, you're just thinking, oh, they're just old people. They might be rude or whatever, blah blah blah. But then once you get to know some of these people and you
They're
get to
beautiful.
understand how they are, yeah, there are some really great old people because you
Yeah.
have to take apart because some of them they're old, but they have that energy where you can't tell how old they are.
Right.
So it'll throw you off, and you meet some people, it's like, darn, it's like, you seem like you're like about my age, like you're real vibrant for someone that's older, and then you get to understand why some people are the way they are, why, like, for instance, I remember I used to do concrete for a while, and I was working, like, the younger guy, he was about to take over the company from his dad, but dad was like the old jammer, kind of an asshole, like don't take no shit kind of guy, barely
Right.
smiled, So, it's like at first, when I was younger, of course, I'm like, God, this guy's such an asshole,
Yeah,
blah,
what a
blah,
piece
blah,
of shit, right?
blah. Yeah, right. But then as I got a little older and then, I started thinking about it, I'm like, if all you did was shift concrete for the last 40, 50 years of your
You'd
life,
be pissed off too.
yeah, and then every time you'd hire people that are incompetent asshats, you'd be an asshole too. And I'm like, you know what?
That's kind
I
of
kind
fair.
of get it.
sounds
kinda fair.
about right.
There are some inexcusable variables there, like such as
Yeah.
racism and a few other
Oh, yeah.
things. There are some
well,
things
yeah.
inexcusable,
Yeah.
but being just a general asshat, yes, I agree with you.
Oh yeah.
I see that
Oh yeah.
big time.
Because I mean, me now, I'm 27, and if I like some young person's being dumb around me, I just get the look of disgust, like, oh, you.
Bro, I do it on
you
TikTok all the time, and I see the same shit.
Oh.
You know my
Yeah,
favorite thing about TikTok, bro, is those fucking guys. I see the same, like, 3 guys post the same shit on TikTok. It's like kid content, because they're like, I'm the fastest tapper on this app. I'm gonna put
Oh
that. They're
my
playing all those
God.
fucking filters and shit, and it's like
Cringy.
if I
dude.
ever, if I hate it.
can't.
It's the worst. Every single time I see that, I always like, am I gonna duet this one and like respond to it and be like, delete your account, bitch? And then TikTok is gonna hit me with the community guidelines every time. But they're so good with it because as soon as I appeal a community guidelines decision, they're like, ah, yeah, you know what, you're right, we should let it go. And then they just always reverse the decision. I don't know why they do that, but they like me, I guess, because I straight up bully people. Like I bullied Logan Paul, and
The Chinese like you.
the Chinese didn't like me. They're like, leave that blonde, rich, never struggled man alone after he scammed a bunch of people.
Well, that's usually how it goes, you know.
Oh yeah, that's just the way the news goes. As I was, you know what? We're not gonna make a Rick and Morty reference. I'm sorry.
Kind of circle back, Brandon. What is your favorite meal? Like your last meal, what would be on your plate?
Thank you. Thank you for asking this because I had it one time and one time only. It was actually also in 2014, and it is very heavily connected to what I said when I embraced Buddhism. So in Buddhism, basically like a history lesson, not really much of a religion lesson, but Siddhartha was like a Hindu priest in India, and he, you know, in India, Hinduism was Atman is Brahman. Atman being my deep self is Brahman, the deep self of the universe. So my deep self is the deep self of the universe. He went into the forest period. It was like between like 1300 to 800 BCE before Christ, or before Common Era. That's what they call it now. It's basically a period of time where people went to meditate into the forest, and he discovered Atman is not Brahman. He basically discovered atheism. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm making it sound bigger than it needs to be. But he said my deep self is not the deep self of the universe, and created the Five Noble Truths, and was like, yo, he doesn't believe in clinging or like holding on to things. Just like always let go, like release.
Okay.
The cause of suffering is holding on, you know,
That's your
and
piece.
yeah, exactly, and a lot of that was with food. So like people would just bring him food, and he would just eat whatever was in front of him. I think that's why they depict Buddha as fat as well. But the whole thing about it, Buddha just means teacher. I think that's just how it is. I'm you know don't you know what I was taught in America. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Futurism.
But I did went to college for it, so hopefully that mattered. But basically, that's how he died. He died of food poisoning, man. That's speculated. He apparently died of food poisoning because someone gave him food that was blatantly not good, and with his beliefs, he ate it anyway and was grateful for it and thankful.
Well,
So back to your question. I'm not gonna
I was
talk
just
forever.
I was just
I
about
have
to
a
say,
point.
so what does that have to do with your meal?
I have a point. I went to Tampa to a Buddhist temple. I actually went for a college trip, and when it was me and Nick Ritz, he was dating Serena at the time. When we got there, we went and we had the full shabam, like live by the food, die by the food. Yeah, Robert. Well,
What did he say?
he said, "Live by the food, die by the food." After we had like the I'm not gonna say the sermon, but after we went through like the whole I don't remember, man, it was years ago. That
whole shebang
temple, yeah, that temple was actually right next to this big ass like Chinese flea market, bro. And I had no idea what the fuck I was in for. The students were all walking around this big ass Chinese flea market, and then out of fucking nowhere, the most like racist stereotype. I would be the racist in this scenario, but the most stereotypical thing you could ever imagine happened to me. This Asian lady had 3 big styrofoam boxes. No, it was two like medium sized ones and a small one, and she fucking dropped it on the table in front of me. And she looked at me dead ass and said, "Faidara." And
You
Bro, I was like, I panicked. My brain was just like, alert, alert, you're thinking racist thoughts, alert, alert. We need to.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, alert.
Don't do it.
I fucking pulled my wallet out and I fucking panicked. I gave her the $5 and I fucking grabbed the food and I sat down and I was like, okay. It was the most bomb rice and capers I have ever had in my entire life. It was literally just rice. And it was fucking delicious. And I'll never have something that good ever again.
Yeah. Cutting yourself short, huh?
No, dead ass. It was fucking fire. I love that.
So you just have just rice.
Yeah, and capers. I think that's like a seafood thing. Capers. You put that in seafood usually. I'm not sure.
Capers?
Yeah, like they're like little. They look like peas, little balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were so good.
Yeah.
It was so good, man. Well, that's my story, my favorite food story, because that was awesome. Honestly, I loved it. That was delicious as shit.
I think if I was, to die and I had my last meal, I think it'd just be like a fillet, with either like a feta and goat cheese topping on the steak on the fillet, some mashed potatoes, a little bit of gravy,
A little bit of gravy, baby. Young gravy.
and I'd say some green beans or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe like a cherry Coke just to wash it all down. And
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think
good.
that would be my last meal there. Some steak and potatoes, and fucking green beans.
I'm just thinking to myself right now. There's actually one thing that I just refuse to eat, and I think that's celery. But someone recommended peanut butter. I think I got to try that. Celery.
Why not?
Because it's like eating grass. It's pointless. What the fuck do you mean?
What the fuck is lettuce? Do you eat spinach?
I mean, I like lettuce. Yeah, I like spinach. I like
That's
asparagus. I like
that's
Brussels
off a
sprouts.
tree.
Yeah, I mean, green beans are mid, but I mean,
Green beans are good.
they have to be like
What about-
good. They have
what
to be
about,
good
like,
green
gotta-
beans. They can't just be
gotta-
out of a
gotta
can.
season them.
peas. You ever had snap
Peas are really good. So are lima beans.
Snap peas.
That's some good shit.
I've had too many. Have I had snap peas? I think I've had snap peas. Snap peas.
Snap peas are pretty good.
If you like pina coladas.
Get caught in the rain.
For a final meal, that'll be.
Oh man.
For my final meal, I'm trying to think because honestly, I know myself. I would just stuff myself, of course, but I would. It would probably honestly, for my last meal, yeah, I'd probably just do like a gigantic like seafood boil. Honestly, maybe just like just give me a bunch of snow crab clusters, man. Just give me some Old Bay. Give me a bunch of freaking because at that point,
Old
look, I'm
Bay.
not going anywhere. So I'm going out like a beast, man. So I'm just gonna freaking. I'm dunking everything in butter, man. I'm
hope
just
I'm
coming
never
out
in that
hands
situation.
covered in grease.
You know what's funny is that when we were talking about this earlier, you had mentioned that you were gonna go primal and like break open this crab. So I hate seafood, but Eddie loves seafood, and so I'll always order myself a steak, but then he'll order himself, some crabs or lobster or something,
Ooh.
seafood related, and
Good question.
it's so funny to just see him break through everything, and like it's just like you said, you could just kind of go primal and just start breaking fucking the shell and like taking all the meat out and fucking dipping it and eating it. And shit. I'm like, God damn. He's like all messy. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's how
I'm
you
over
do
here
it.
eating
go
steak.
full
Like,
bunga.
what the fuck is going
Full
on? you
out
peasant?
under bunda.
You peasant.
You just gotta go full
Dirty.
unga bunga, man. Just like
Dirty boy.
Gassy boy. Okay.
crab.
Are you able to kiss him after he eats that? That's a very important question because Angel will not ever let me. Actually, it's the same for my ex-wife. They hated tuna to the point where we've gotten into legitimate arguments about it. Like Angel, do you hear me? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. She does not want me eating tuna ever. If I go to eat tuna, she'll be like, "Do not eat that. Do not eat that. I will not kiss you." I'm like, fuck, like shit. That's actually like my
Damn.
favorite thing. Like, tuna is actually like my favorite sandwich to take to work because it's easy to make. Just mix it up with some mayonnaise and fucking churn it like butter real quick, like a pilgrim. It's super easy to make. It's super easy to put on a sandwich and take to work. I love it. It's super convenient.
Yeah.
But god damn.
But so is fucking chicken salad.
Chicken
You can
salad's
get
easy to make?
Yeah, dude.
Robert said, dude, I can't kiss my wife if I eat Reese's. What?
What?
Wait,
Why?
Reese's?
Does Skylar not like peanut butter?
Oh, wait, does she have like an allergy?
Yeah, does she have a peanut allergy?
Nah, bro, chewing.
Sorry.
What did he say?
We're waiting on a reply from Robert here in chat. He says he can't kiss his
Oh.
wife if he eats Reese's. We
So
need to
to
know
answer-
if this is an
so while we're
allergy
waiting-
or not.
While we're waiting for him to answer that,
She hates them.
Oh, she hates them. Oh, then yeah.
That's a curse. If I've ever.
Tell Skylar she's
No.
canceled.
My answer to your question, Brandon, is no. I
We're not gonna go
don't
back
care.
there.
I would kiss him. I've kissed him before. It doesn't matter. It's not,
No.
it doesn't bother me.
Okay, well that's good for
There-
Eddie.
there's-
Fuck, man.
there's
You don't know
sometimes-
how it feels eating your favorite food and then turning around and getting no love from your significant other, bro. It's like
Like,
it is
You
actually
go in
awful.
for a kiss and they're just like, no, no,
allergy.
no.
And you know it's not gonna be a full on kiss. He's gonna just give him a light peck.
Like the
It's gonna be a
peck,
little-
yeah, no
Oh, yeah,
taste.
well,
I know,
oh, yeah.
smell none of that. Meanwhile, she tastes me through Target and crop dusts me the whole way, bro. Like fucking.
You're gonna make me seem like I'm a terrible person.
What did I say that you caused the Holocaust, babe? I love you. You're fine.
Whoa!
What do you
It's
mean,
still,
whoa? I...
is it still Hanukkah right now?
Is it Hanukkah?
Bro,
Wait,
insensitive.
wait, that's why you brought up Hanukkah?
Too soon.
Bro, I
too
just
soon.
realized that too soon. How long ago was the fucking Second World War, my guy?
Too soon.
Listen, the struggles. Okay, no, you're right. What's happening right now with Israel? You're right. Let's not get to that topic. We always almost get there, and every time we talk,
Why does that-
we just.
Why? We
lightly
always get to
graze
the
the
edge.
butthole of Israel, and then we go, oh, you know what? No, let's put that somewhere else.
Let's go. Let's go that way.
Like, yeah, let's go over here.
Like,
Let's not talk about that.
hey, here's how you solve the Middle East. Hey, Middle East,
Oh!
stop it. There you go.
No.
No, Louis, you look like it. No, stop it. I'm dead. Oh, I love this. Okay, hang on. I was going to move on to another topic because we did also recently have the Game of the Year awards. Guys, did you watch any of that? I saw some
didn't see it.
TikToks. I didn't watch the fucking actual thing. I saw the most important parts, I think.
I did not watch. I didn't watch any of it.
Who was it? The voice of Kratos. He roasted Call of Duty because he said about how his acceptance speech was longer than the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, and the crowd roared and they cheered, and he went viral for a little bit and probably doesn't matter anymore. I don't think anyone's talking about it anymore. It is not a topic. But god damn it, did he roast them, and they deserve it because that game is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm sure I've only seen. I'm gonna be biased because like I've fallen off of Call of Duty a while back. Like only reason I haven't really played Call of Duty over the last several years was not even the multiplayer. Literally, it was just for zombies. So me, of course, I'm gonna come off biased. But yeah, I mean, from what I've seen playthroughs of some of the missions and like for the story and like how the multiplayer is, I'm just like, people really paid $70 for this?
I actually watched Moist Critical
Why not
react to the fucking campaign, and if no one cares about spoilers, sorry chat, spoiler alert, give them like a good second, drum roll please. Soap dies again, but he's literally the only character that dies. And Makarov
Oh, I
gets
forgot about the soundboard.
and Makarov gets away. Oh yeah, Louis, that's your
Oh,
job.
so he gets away this time?
Oh yeah, Makarov actually gets away because they set it up for another one, but I doubt they're gonna do another one. This
Yeah.
one was so bad. All of the open missions, like, okay, I actually did a full playthrough of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign on my YouTube channel. I personally can attest to how bad that campaign was. I can't personally attest to
Which
how
one?
bad the MW3 one was. The Modern Warfare 2 remake campaign, and no, I will never call it a reboot. And anyone that tries to get me to call it a reboot is dumb. Just because Activision calls it a reboot doesn't mean it is a reboot, okay? So the second one was actually so bad because the first mission, it was like, hey, we have to kill this bad guy. His name is Hassan. We can't kill him when he's in Iran. So he went to Al Mazrah. Oh, looky there, he's not in Iran. We can go kill him in Al Mazrah. And then he proceeds to go to fucking Mexico because this stupid drug dealer lady, Elsa Nombre, believes terrorism is good for her drug business, which has no evidence of, like, that being a good thing.
Yeah.
Because now you...
What was her reasoning? Like, what won her over on the idea?
Right.
She said this stupid shit, but then now you have Shadow Company, fucking all the Mexican special forces. Now you have all these people going up your ass, killed all your people in your mansion, kidnapped you, took you hostage, and you're still acting like a cocky, stupid bitch. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this character? She's literally the worst character besides everyone else, you know? Then we got to the mission where Hassan, he crosses the border from Mexico into the U.S., and it has to be that way because you're playing as the Mexican Special Forces chasing him, and they tell you you don't have any jurisdiction there. So the Mexican Special Forces chase him into the United States. He gets away, whatever. The next fucking mission, they're back in Mexico, and he's in Mexico again. How the fuck? That didn't make any sense. It's just, I honestly, if the Modern Warfare 3 campaign is actually worse than the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, I would be surprised. Sorry.
So the only way that we can test this out is
If I play the campaign, yeah, hear me. I'm gonna go spend $70 on that piece of shit. You think fucking that pizza shit, like
pizza shit. Oh shit.
Okay, I got a good question that I was just thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst game and because of obviously the raised prices of games, what do you personally believe is the worst game you've spent $70 on?
Call of Duty Ghosts.
Oh my, yeah.
Call of
I
Duty
would say
Ghosts.
Ghost. You know, and I tried really hard with Ghost. I really did.
I didn't because
I
knew
just
that.
could
The
not.
second they announced it and dropped the trailer
Yeah.
for it, I was like, damn, they're really dick riding that character so hard from that game, bro. They were just dick riding Ghosts from Modern Warfare 2. That's exactly how it felt, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, that sucks before it even came out.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I have to say, I have to say, out of all of them, that was like the least memorable game for me because, like, I just found Ghost boring. Like, it
Yeah.
bored me to death.
The campaign was
No.
weird as shit.
And I came from Black Ops 2. So like it was like such a big difference for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it was weird. And then I'd
Massive
have to
drop
say,
in quality.
to me, one of the worst Call of Duties they made, other than Ghost, was actually it's a toss up between the two, but I want to say Infinite Warfare.
I fucking knew you were gonna say that. In Advanced? Are you talking about Advanced?
I was debating, yes.
Yeah, yep,
It was debating
yep.
between Advanced and Infinite because those two they're both equally just as shit, but
Trash.
it's just a matter of which one is worse. And
Is
it's,
that
A
it's
turd
Infinite Warfare.
sandwich
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
what was the South Park thing?
Yeah, giant douche.
Yeah,
Giant douche or
the
a
giant
turd
douche or
sandwich.
the turd sandwich. Hell yeah.
Is that the one with the the jumpsuits and stuff like that, or the
Yeah,
Using like a jetpack and you're going around.
yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
shit
Did
was
did you ever play
nuts.
the multiplayer?
Wow.
Oh
No,
my
that's
god, the
it
multiplayer
was
was
bad,
It
bro.
was horrible,
was
dude.
god awful. Every
I
literally
hated it.
all it was just people jetpacking over you, turning around, and shooting you back. That's literally
Activision
all
was
it was.
like, bro, we need to come up with an idea. Oh, for a better COD. What do we do? Z-axis. Just let's go
Right,
up.
make them vertical. Make them vertical. There we go. Instead of diving, now you're jumping over them.
Fucking shit was
Dolphin
nuts.
dive?
I
No.
forgot all about that game, but yeah, I agree. That one was fucking shit.
You want to know what? I
Yeah.
always said Black Ops 2 was one of the Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 were like the greatest Call of Duties ever made, alongside of Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 1. But Black Ops 3, okay? I still haven't even played the multiplayer. I still haven't even played the campaign. But holy fuck, I have been addicted to the zombies. Thank you, Steam. I don't know. I'm not going to give the credit to Activision, but Steam Workshop, all the custom zombies, I talk about this often, and I have a whole playlist on my YouTube channel for custom zombies. I played a Tron map. I've played a Madagascar map with fucking Marty as Dodds and Moto Moto boss battle. I've played fucking a Barbie map. I've played all kinds of shit with over 20 perks, like custom perks. It is the best shit. Like, it really is. It's so good. It is so objectively good.
Played a Barbie one too, didn't you?
Yeah, it was Barbie Inverted Tower, and the rounds didn't end. The rounds automatically would start, and it would just be constant. Like you couldn't make a crawler or nothing. It was nuts.
That's fucked.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I played a Walmart map, bro.
That's brutal. Walmart. Just
And
run around
McDonald's.
Walmart.
Oh my gosh, Brandon, that game, Prime Horror.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, the Jeff Bezos.
Yeah,
So,
tell them about
yeah.
this game, dude.
we got this free game on Steam called Prime Horror, and it was an Amazon Prime horror game. You get chased around by Jeff Bezos, and
Yeah.
it was fucking amazing, dude. It was so
Oh, yeah,
bad,
that's
but
freaking hilarious.
it scared the
You
fuck out
had
of
you
me a
had
few
to
times.
find the Amazon packages, like fucking 5 Amazon packages or some shit.
Okay, that's hilarious.
That's it. It's time for
I love it.
the sad part of the night. I am fucking sad, and I know you're listening, Robert. God damn it, I am loving Lethal Company, but you hate it, and I can't get over it. My emotions.
Oh yes.
I have been thinking about it all day. I said my best friend hates my new favorite game. That's it. It's over. I'm shoving my head in the dirt like an ostrich. We're dude. Have you tried Lethal Company, Xavier?
No, I've been seeing more and more clips of it, and that game looks freaking hilarious.
We have
it
like
looks fun.
3 episodes worth of content for my YouTube channel, and I just have to get around to editing it. But thanks to the holidays and working, it's been taking me some time. It's just,
Oh yeah.
it is a fucking good game though. Like it is scary, but he says, "But
Okay,
I play
okay.
for you." LOL. I love you, Robert. Hell yeah. All right. So we were talking about Game of the Year awards. Did you hear that Baldur's Gate 3 got the Game of the Year award? I think that was like the... I still haven't played it, bro. I think Dakota played it. I've seen clips.
To me, that definitely surprised me. I would say because I didn't see that one coming. Like, granted, yes, I didn't watch the award show, but like when I heard Game of the Year, there were so many contenders in there. I didn't think Baldur's Gate 3 was in like the contenders. Like I know what it is and what it consists of, and I know D&D, of course, has a huge following. You know, that's
Right.
of course, you know, that's a given. But I was surprised at the popularity that it actually did brew. Like I didn't see it. Like it kind of came from left field because when did it come out? It didn't come out not too long ago, right?
I think it came
It's only
out,
been
like-
like a few months, maybe, right? Tops.
I ended
It's
up
good.
watching some gameplay footage of it too, and I thought that it looked very turn-based.
Mm-hmm.
What is this
Yeah.
game called?
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate. It
Baldur's
released in
Gate 3.
August 3rd, so very recently too.
Yeah.
And it won Game of the
Yeah.
Year. That's nuts.
That's why I was surprised. I was like, yeah, I didn't. Now I remember I did have a buddy of mine that he plays it because he's usually into like RPGs and things like that very heavily. So that I would understand he's getting to. But it's like I didn't know that there is I didn't know it had the following that it does. So that's why I was surprised. Like with all the games that they did have up there. Freaking. You had what? You had
Are we gonna talk
freaking
about the
Tears of
Spider-Man thing?
Yeah.
Are we gonna talk about the Spider-Man thing?
I'm not gonna talk about the Spider-Man thing. I was gonna throw that in there though. Just as a contender, obviously, because everybody loves Spider-Man. Come on, let's be real.
I know
But,
Spider-Man got nominated for 7 categories and didn't win a single one.
That to me, that was
yeah,
that was insanity.
That's crazy.
Insanity. Like
I personally, I think that the game looks amazing. I just have a problem with the physics a bit, and also the fact that they're like fucking suplexing people into the air and smashing their faces into the concrete, and they're just supposed to be alive.
well, you gotta.
It's
okay,
worse than
so
Batman. He's worse than Batman,
Realism.
arguably.
Well, look. Here we go. To defend Spider-Man, let me fix the glasses. To defend Spider-Man, okay. So actually, I remember in the first game, it's actually kind of funny. So they actually do mention, how Spider-Man had. They actually do kind of reference that in the first Spider-Man game. When you're fighting, one of the times when you fight the Taskmaster, he's talking to Peter. He's talking to him about why are you holding back your punches? It's like, because if I didn't hold back, I'd be rolling heads. It's like you can't now. Granted, yes, pal driving someone into the concrete isn't holding back. There's no let me
the TikToks of just Miles Morales or Peter Parker
fucking Hulk smashes these motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Let me lightly put you into the next neck brace for the next 9 months, and leave you out of work.
Bro's head should be open like a watermelon.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you have to wear a mask because after a while people would be suing them. Like legit, think about it. If everyone knew Spider-Man was Peter Parker, you know how many lawsuits?
Yeah, man, that's what Matt Murdock's for. That's why we had Spider-Man No Way Home, which was also another bad movie. Which you know what? I can't talk shit about No Way Home. I'm gonna get fucking canceled by the Marvel lovies.
I'm about to cancel you right now, dude.
Listen, that movie was garbage because why the fuck did it happen in the first place? There was no evidence in the slightest to suggest that Mysterio was actually correct. There was an innumerous amount of evidence against Mysterio. So Parker was never going to lose that court case, and the fact that the college denied him because of it, pretty much James Jonah Jameson was Alex Jones. He was they're turning the frauds gay. Literally, that's who James Jonah Jameson was in that movie. That's how stupid he looked. And Peter Parker was still upset that college was denying him. So he went and did all this fucking stupid shit with the magic instead of just being like, you know what? I'm going to go to a college that isn't stupid and believes Alex Jones over the law, the court. What the fuck?
I'm so offended right now, and I'm hovering over this tab in the sound bar, and it says offensive.
No! Don't play that!
And I just been hovering over it, and I'm I wonder what this is gonna say.
Dude.
Either it's gonna say I'm offended or something.
No, if you click that, it's gonna
offensive.
say something extremely offensive, bro. That is Nick Wilson's. I saved some of his voice messages that he sends me. He sends me some of the most unhinged shit, and yeah, don't play that one. And that one is.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's the trust me, I'm an F word one.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's something about trannies. It's not possible. Trust me, I'm an F word. I'm a bundle of states. Oh my god.
There would
Oh,
be
man.
no stopping that one.
Oh, dude, that's a good one though. I like hearing that one. When we're done here, that again, I have to play that one. It's a banger. It's funny as shit. But god damn, it drops the spicy F word Robert said.
A
Oh, man.
spicy F word.
Whew.
Spicy F word.
That's a good one.
Speaking of, oh man, I you know what's funny? So I'm in this just thinking about this spicy F words and things like that. So I'm in this Invincible group, and
Oh my
it's like
God.
it's a shit posting group.
Hell
So every once in a while, I decide to make like a little post in it because I don't usually make memes too often. But every once in a while, I do just to kind of just to stir, not even necessarily stir the pot, but just kind of like to see if I actually get any reactions. Just because like like people post stupid shit in
This is
there
to
all
make
the time.
anyone's
I'm like,
day, make your own
right,
day, and
yeah,
have a good
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So I think one of I only posted like maybe 5 memes, but one of the ones I got the most traction from was I made a joke because okay, so sorry for anybody that hasn't seen season 2, slight spoiler, but obviously the comics out, so
Yeah, the comments
but
were bangers.
yeah, right. So of course, Nolan has another kid, whatever, and he
What?
Nolan slash Omni Man.
I don't even think Louis
He,
seen Invincible season 1.
okay.
Yeah.
You need to go watch
Okay.
it because it's
Okay.
better than The
Okay.
Boys.
I don't. Hopefully, I'm not spoiling too much. But all I'm gonna say is, long story short, he ends up going to another planet, and the person he has a child with is a bug lady.
Yeah, the Bud Lady,
And the
all
whole
the
planet,
memes.
yeah. So of course, I made a meme based on that.
All right, so hang on. Let me provide some of the lore, some of the context here. So, Louis, Omni-Man is this superhero, Superman kind of guy. He's an alien. He came to Earth to help people, blah, blah, blah. Well, his true intentions are to conquer Earth for his empire, okay? But he's not the king, obviously. He's just like someone going to... They send like one person to every planet just to conquer it for the Viltrum Empire. He has a kid. And then he tries to show the kid why humans are insignificant and fragile and pointless. And so then he commits various acts of domestic violence against the kid to beat the shit out of him and show him that humans are pointless, which is really funny. But, domestic violence is not funny, but a lot of memes. So then he has like an emotional breakdown, and he goes into space to deal with his emotions, and he ends up going to a fucking bud planet and fucks some bud lady and has another kid.
Wow.
That's the context.
And yes, and the reason it's able to work is because the race he is, the Viltrumite race, their DNA is so strong. It literally pretty much is like 99.9% like any other so like pretty much they could have a kid with any species, but their DNA is so strong.
It's the
majority
main
of the
thing.
DNA of that child,
Would
so
be
like the child
from him.
right.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
the
I
child
could
he
spoil
has,
more from the comments that Xavier might not even know about.
right.
Like the fucking Battle Beast is amazing, bro. Oh my god, that fight.
Battle Beast. Oh
Did
man,
you
I
hear?
know.
Spoiler alert.
I don't know too much about some of the Battle Beast fights, but like I know he ends up fighting. I think he ends up fighting Thrag, and I know that
Battle
it's
Beast
pretty,
fights Thrag in the middle of a star, like they're in the sun, beating the shit out of each other. And Battle Beast is like a big white tiger guy. He's like a lion. He's like a white lion. And he's super brutal. Like, it's such a good fight. And the comments look fucking beautiful. It is such a good show. Like, you gotta watch it. It is fucking.
Right.
It made some boys look like shit.
So
I really
mean, okay,
like
so
Boys.
I do too, but
and
I'm sorry.
oh yeah, The Boys is good. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
it's
gonna
just-
get back on The Boys soon.
I'm sorry, but I had to advocate for Invincible being better because objectively, with plot and writing and storytelling, it definitely is better. Yeah.
And okay, and also not to scare you off, just to more simplify the plot of Invincible. It's like the story mainly begins as Omni Man / Nolan. He comes there, comes to Earth or whatever, has a kid, has a family, whatever, and they're pretty much he's like the Superman of the off-brand Justice League. Like
Mhm.
pretty much they literally like they have like an Aquaman and all this. Like they literally have an off-brand Justice. So he's raising his kid, whatever, blah blah blah. He hits a teenager, and eventually his powers develop, and then it's like him coming to learning how to use his powers or whatever, blah blah blah.
Right.
And then plot twist at the end of the first episode, he murders the entire Justice League essentially.
Bro, yeah,
By
no, it's nuts too. And
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
would not.
The dad or the son?
Madvocate, one of my
dad,
favorite YouTubers, bro. Madvocate,
Omni Man, yeah.
bro. He made a video. Okay, if you guys haven't seen Madvocate, go check out his YouTube channel. Madvocate uploaded a video about he is a speedster enthusiast. He loves speedsters. He made 4 YouTube videos about how the CW Flash is the worst show in existence, and I love them. They're fucking great to watch.
Hold on, you're cutting in and out of there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, we're good. All right.
The
so,
CW Flash what?
Are the worst show in existence. Like, it's so bad because he just does not use his super speed like in any intelligent way at all, and everybody that died in the show is entirely Barry's fault, and it seems almost malicious, and it ruins his character development. But Madvocate uploaded a video about Red Rush from Invincible, and honestly, Red Rush could have saved they could have beat Omni-Man there, because Red Rush was on the defensive and was moving people out of the way and protecting them from Omni-Man, and then when Red Rush went onto the offensive and started punching Omni-Man, that's when Omni-Man grabbed his hands, and then grabbed his face and fucking just squished it. God,
that's where he messed up. And that's
they could have won. They could have won.
He should have stayed on the defensive. That's me. That's like, to me at that point, that's when the Pokemon battle music starts, and you go into a raid. You go into raid mode. You're like, okay, this is the main boss. He's stronger than everyone here. So like, we need to kind of all figure out a role like very quickly before he kills all of us.
Right. No Leroy Jenkins, because that's what he kind of did. No. He just kind of fucked it up and ruined it for everybody else.
Right. Because
man, the speedsters.
He could have kept it going.
We could talk about A-Train for a second, because I actually never really got into like that character. He was just like a drug addict, right? From
A-Train?
Yeah, A-Train was just like a druggie.
Oh, A-Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, A-Train, he was just
that was a good
like,
subplot.
Becoming washed up. Yeah.
I enjoyed that subplot.
Yeah. I actually know the subplot that I loved, which was hilarious to me. The Deep.
The Deep? What is he just fucking fish?
Everything that happened to him, he had coming, and that shit is hilarious.
He really
deserved every single thing.
Every single thing, yeah, everything. Yeah, I'm like, I don't feel bad. That was hilarious.
Omni-Man crushed his fucking face. Dude.
Oh, you watched? You looked it up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a character called the Immortal. And he's basically can't die. He's actually Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. That's why he's just been alive.
Yeah. Actually, I think what did they say? I think they said he gave up because I remember they were talking about it too. I remember hearing about it. He gave up the Abraham Lincoln thing, and he had like a secondary, like somebody take his place as Abraham Lincoln, and I think, or matter of fact, no, what it was is he got shot as Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, matter of fact, I remember now. He got shot as Abraham Lincoln, and everybody thought he died, as Abraham Lincoln. But obviously, he slinked off. Was like, I'm just gonna live a regular life.
Yeah,
so he was like,
life. So it's like, okay, Abraham Lincoln is dead.
Yeah, he said he actually feels bad for Lee Harvey. He felt bad for Lee Harvey Oswald because he was like, you didn't have to go to jail because I wasn't dead.
Yeah, it wasn't like dead forever. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. I think his character is actually like in a relationship with Duplicate now. Duplicate.
Yeah, I remember hearing. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that shit too. That's a little creepy because she's like a kid. And looked like I don't know how old she is.
I think she's they're definitely like older? In their like 17, 18. Yeah, because remember she was Duplicate was dating
Robot, right? No.
Dickweed.
Oh
no, Dickweed. Explosive. Yeah, what's his name?
God damn it.
You know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah.
Freaking.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, she's a cool character
yeah.
too. Cause she just makes like clones of herself, and they could like
Right.
die or whatever, and she's fine. Like
Just to make more.
it's super brutal
But
because they're like murdering her like everywhere.
right.
That's the thing I never understood about Naruto's Shadow Clone Jutsu, bro. The way they described that was every time the Shadow Clones like disappear, he feels all of that pain. That's why I could never like actually like do that, and they don't really show that. Like,
Well, actually, one thing I was thinking about, it was actually pretty cool, and I was thinking, I'm like, honestly, if you give me a power like that to use shadow clones, I'd be a force to be reckoned with, because I think Naruto used them wrong.
yeah,
Because if anything, because okay, one thing if you remember, like in Shippuden, remember when he really got a good control of his chakra, and he was sending out the clones to different parts of the battlefields and things like that.
yeah, helping
Like when
all
he, like
around, like
when he
support.
yeah, yeah, remember when he sent the one to go fight Madara when Madara first showed up and he freaking wiped everybody and then his clone disappeared? And then literally all the because remember, Naruto didn't know what was going on. Once his clone disappeared, all of the information that clone gathered from all that stuff going on,
They all
it
know.
immediately relayed it to his head.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why the hell didn't he just like drop 100 clones like all the time and have them all studying different subjects?
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, honestly, I'm like me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's why I say me.
Why don't I just
say
make
you could do
100
something
shadow
like that.
clones right now and go get 100 different
Yeah.
jobs and then like make a bunch of money off minimum wage jobs?
Exactly. Or hey, I'm gonna go sit
The
50 cars to
IRS.
go work.
Excuse me,
God,
Mr.
yeah.
Bedwell. It says here you have like 100 jobs. What's happening? There's fraud.
Oh yeah.
Fraud.
So that would be the hard part, is because you probably had to
Right.
make a separate identity for each and every single one of them. and
Roger
make sure you
Smith
have a
from
system
American
set up.
Dad.
There you go.
Dude,
There
oh
you
my
go.
god, bro,
Yeah.
we figured it out. We did it. That's Roger Smith. We gotta have a party where everybody comes as Roger's personas.
Dressed up as one of his personas.
Bro, that's like a
That'd
big
actually be
name.
pretty
that'd
funny.
be awesome.
Yeah,
That's a good party idea right there.
that is a good party idea, actually. Holy shit, are we doing it?
The thing is, you gotta find people that actually would take it seriously and be like,
Right.
okay,
That's
yeah,
true.
like I'm gonna,
you have to
'Cause
go
I love
build the
American Dad.
costume. Yeah.
yeah, because you'd have to build it, yeah, you know.
Right.
There's no Roger Smith fucking costume out there.
Right.
So on the we started with Spider-Man and we ended up here. I think what I was talking about with Spider-Man was like I like physics in games, and the way say Grand Theft Auto 4 for me is still like the only game like Grand Theft Auto 4, Halo 3, and maybe a few other games like Gary's Mod have like the underdog like of the best physics like ever. And I feel like in Spider-Man, like I keep seeing these fucking TikToks of Spider-Man where they're like falling from maximum height in game, and it's like fucking him dive bombing, but it's
Yeah.
like he's not building up speed or anything. It's like, bro, you're literally dive bombing. You should be like, there should be velocity there. You should
Yeah.
be picking up speed as you're falling. Like, and that's why it's just kind of like what the fuck? I didn't like that. That was
So
my
does it
biggest
follow
critique.
the laws of physics
Yeah.
for Brandon?
Yeah. I need the laws of physics in games.
It's
And
about
if
a
you're
fucking
going to break the laws of
super
physics,
powered fucking teenage boy, but he breaks the laws of physics when he fucking dive bombs. That's where I cross the line.
yeah, that's
No. We're gonna
Superpowers of a spider. No.
Well, at least try to explain it. You know, it's not spider powers, not flight ability. I guess he's got the glider, but he's literally dive bombing. It's not
What
going
if
to
he
make
just
them go
has
the
a
same
whole bunch
speed.
of webs behind him that, you know, like the flying spiders that they just like
Louis,
shoot a
you
web
know
and
damn
then
well he doesn't.
got
It's a spider
the web
trait.
parachute going, you know.
Yeah, it's a spider trait. Come on, you don't know what type of spider bit him.
You're right.
Right.
You're right. It's the Goku spider. He's just channeling his ki. That's why he's just flying at the same velocity. He just Super Saiyan.
He's actually just flying. The world is moving around him.
Dude, the Saiyans would fucking beat the shit out of the Viltrumites. Like I'm dead ass on that. Like I don't even lie to you. Viltrumites they ain't shit. But
I want to see. Oh man, See, that's power. Well, see, you know what's
Power
funny?
scaling. No, oh
You
god.
can't. Well, the power scaling it would be too hard to debate, but you know where you can see that fight
Hmm.
in Fortnite.
Oh my god.
You got both skins. Who's stronger, for
We're bringing
Goku
up
or
Fortnite now.
Omni-Man?
Holy shit.
Actually,
Oh,
okay.
what was the meme? He was like when he's at the bottom of the staircase and Omni Man comes up and he's oh my god, and then he starts doing the dance. Oh,
the
with the
freaking Fortnite
twerking,
dance.
the Omni Man twerking.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh
I
my
remember that, yeah.
god! Fucking
That's in Mortal
that one
Kombat
game.
too.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, he's doing. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he does. They did. I did see a video like that where he's like he's parrying everything, and every time he parries, is like him with with him twerking like.
Saiyans.
Yeah.
Robert just put in chat
like,
Saiyans versus Avengers, and I'm gonna say right here, Avengers lose every time, but not the Marvel universe, just the Avengers.
oh well, just Avengers. Yeah, the only person's
Yeah.
even remotely giving them a challenge is the Hulk because I mean, if you go canonically with the Hulk's powers, like they would pretty much have to seal the Hulk. Like they wouldn't be like, oh yeah, you just kill him and like no,
World
he's
Breaker
just going to
Hulk. Yeah.
continue. Yeah, he's just going to continuously get madder and stronger to the point where like, you know what? Hey, Master Roshi, can you like can
Seal
you
this
Mafuba
guy.
real
Yeah,
quick?
come here and fucking do
Yeah,
your thing,
I need a
man.
quick Mafuba for this one. Like, this
Just put
guy's
him
a
in another
problem.
dimension, dude.
Right.
There's a few Marvel characters that could just solo the Dragon Ball verse, like Reed Richards' son, the Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Bro, he
That's
just
a
is
given.
a
Yeah,
reality bender. Like he
he
just
is literally.
controls reality.
Yeah.
He'll turn Goku into a pickle Morty, like dead ass, like bro.
Right. He'll rearrange, just rearrange his atoms and just turn him into a normal human.
Yep.
Like just rearrange his DNA.
This thing,
He's
like
like, now
the
you're a normal
living
human.
tribunal,
Like,
the one above all. I mean, there's a lot that I couldn't even speak on. I'm not that fluid in comics, but a lot of comic characters are much more overpowered than their non-comic variants.
oh yeah.
Like Superman, he has been rewritten so many times. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Superman, this is too weak. Let's start it over. The next comic series. Oh, we made Superman too strong. He can fucking teleport around the universe and nothing can beat him. Oh, let's rewrite it again. They've done that so
made it too
many
strong.
times.
Actually,
Yeah.
Actually, you want to hear the craziest story I heard with and this is and just like in Pokemon and in a lot of things, I feel like with comics, like
Are you hitting us
there's
with the
been a
Pokemon lore,
slow.
dude?
No, Pokemon lore. It's just I can tell you with Pokemon, a lot of games like Pokemon, Overwatch, and certain games that have been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
Comics are going through the same thing where they're going through a continuous power creep, and the power
creep?
and like and that's why they have to rewrite certain comics because the power creep gets so strong in certain comics. Like, it'd be like
Is it just
it'd be
like
like
cap
then-
and that they can't keep
yeah.
going? Like it's just
Right. Yeah, it's like you
now
write
we
your
can't make
character
money.
so broken he can't be beaten. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
actually that's what One Punch Man did. They made a character in One Punch Man in the manga, named I forgot what was his name. But he's like so strong. It's like literally it was
Garu?
like called the Phoenix. No, he was called the Phoenix or something like that.
Oh fuck.
And it's like and like every time you kill him, he'd come back stronger.
That's Darwin.
And it's like and he like
It's like Darwin.
he gets
They did
and he
him
gets the
dirty as
ability
fuck,
to
too.
absorb energy, it's like after a while, I think you realize if you do too much power creeping and too much power scale, you get to a point where it's like, oh crap.
Now I have
nobody's gonna
something
beat
to
this
say
guy
about
because,
that for you, dude. Now you're talking about power creeping. Like if you get to a point where you're capping out and you can't like progress the character further, where do you go, right? So something I think that One Punch Man does beautifully in the first season is it really tells a story because Saitama is like fucking depressed because he is super strong and there's no one that can match him. And he meets a character, Boros, who has the same story. Boros has been going around galaxy to galaxy to galaxy trying to find his equal because it was prophesized in this prophecy. So he goes to Earth and fights Saitama. Now, he's super adrenaline and super happy because he might finally be able to find that opponent until he finds out that Saitama was too strong and he fucking dies, like, depressed. He dies sad. And Saitama turns around, walks away with respect for Boros. He's respecting him and he's still sad because he can't find his equal either. So Boros didn't find his equal. Boros found someone stronger. So they both walked away at the end of season 1 fucking depressed. And I thought that was just so well written, honestly. Like, I don't know. Like, power scaling aside, writing, like,
Yeah, because I mean,
writing's a big thing for Brandon.
I love it.
And yeah, and that's why I fell in love with One Punch Man. Because like, think about it, like in a practical sense. Like, imagine, it's like playing a game and like making your character like level 300, but not being able to go new plus. So you're just like fighting just weak enemies. You're just one.
You never proceed. You're just one tapping everything. Yeah. That's how I feel on cave crawlers.
Yeah, like it's like imagine being a pro fighter and then everybody you fight is just a regular civilian. They just all suck.
I wonder if that's how Mike Tyson was for a good while.
Oh, that's an interesting concept. Or like, well, I mean, a lot of those fighters, no, man, a lot of those real life fighters like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, nah, man, I'm pretty sure that they were like very humble for most of it. Unless they weren't for sometimes, I wasn't there. I can't, speak on them. But from what it seems, like a lot of the best fighters, like you'll see some of them just like stop. They know when the guy's knocked out and they stop. They don't hit him. There's the weak ones that will keep fucking hitting you when you're unconscious, and it's like, bro, stop. You're stupid. Like you're a piece of shit. But
you already won. What are you doing now?
Exactly. I think a lot of the best fighters or the strongest people will hold restraint most of the time.
Yeah,
I would like to believe that.
Have that self-discipline. Hell yeah.
I
would agree with that.
I live in a world in a moral capacity where I would love to believe that the strong can have restraint. And yeah, it sucks that sometimes they don't, but hey, it's society and it's America. Welcome.
Well, yeah, welcome to it.
Man, oh God, this shit's good. We're talking about a lot of good shit today. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Louis not fluent in anime. Sorry, so we have to like try to keep it moving.
The what?
Yeah, so you're not fluent in anime.
I'm not fluent in anime. No.
Okay.
Not fluent in that language.
And then language.
All right.
Well, because with anime, obviously there comes a lot of different things, and like that's why I also fell in love with anime too, because with anime there comes a lot of different lessons that you can pick up from anime that you don't even necessarily sometimes pick up from like movies, like American movies and TV shows.
Well, they do facial expressions and body language so much better than real acting. Like you can see an emotion with just someone's pupil in anime. Like honestly.
Right. And then, so for me, it's like one thing that always sticks with me, especially when it comes to like anime, is like those moments in the anime where you have like the character, they're like, the MC will be beat down, hurt, broken, and they might not be in a fight or whatever, but they might be at a low point in their life, like,
right.
Like somebody, their best friend just died in the anime or something, and, people are trying to console them. I like it when, I like those inspirational messages that they usually try to give us, like, where they kind of tell, they kind of remind you, like, no matter what,
Fucking Jinbei holding Luffy saying, what is it that you still have? And he fucking just breaks down crying and says, I have my friends.
I got my friends. Yeah. So
it's good.
Yeah, there's always more, that's why I like that inspirational stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some anime, there's a lot of anime that don't do that. They're just like, fuck that fight.
It's all the isekai anime, bro. Like all the isekai shit it's so it hurts. Like Sword Art Online, a lot of people like SAO. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I don't get it. The first episode, they're on level 1. The second episode, now they're on level 32, I think, or some shit. It's like, what the fuck happened in between now and then? I need to know. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Oh, yeah. Actually, I will say, I actually really did enjoy Sword Art Online, especially the first season.
How
because
could
that's
you?
what a lot of people really enjoyed the first season because it
It was
it
cool.
was
It
the
was, oh my
beginning. Yeah,
god, a video game world, and if you die
right.
in the game,
Yeah,
you die in real life. Oh my god.
right.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of the isekai era. You know what I
Right.
mean? It
And it
was
was like
like
to
it was
me, that
something
was like the
fresh.
first isekai that I was ever introduced to. Yeah.
Right.
Deadass. 100%.
That's what started this. Everybody, like I said, everybody, that's grew up a gamer
Do
and
we,
played games a lot. I've
Louis, do
always
we have to
wanted
give you a
to have
crash
a.
course on isekai, what that means, what that
I
stands for?
think so. I think
Okay,
so.
I'm
okay, because I
sorry, yeah.
figured he might not know what that stands for. Okay, so isekai is basically like if you die and you're reincarnated into another world.
Reincarnated into another
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
There's
another.
literally an isekai anime called
Oh,
like the dude
so
created
Okay.
it literally was
you're pretty much
reincarnated
dying. So like one of the running jokes, because you pretty much you would die and you're reborn. You're living some normal mundane life. And that's how they always upsell it too. They're like, oh, you're just a regular guy, middle aged, living a regular boring life, working a regular normal boring job.
And
And
now
then all
you're
of
a
a sudden
cat
you get
girl.
yeah,
Like-
all of a sudden you get hit by a truck, you're killed, and now all of a sudden you're in a world full of magic and bunnies and shit. Also now you
Fucking
have some,
crazy.
and also wait, don't forget, since you're the main character, you also have some amazing broken, overpowered skill.
Yep.
Or yeah. So you just like I said, you're in the real world, you're a freaking loser, but then you die because and obviously isekai is like I hate to say it, and this is gonna sound terrible. I'm sorry, it sounds mean, but isekais are incels' wet dream,
Huh?
literally, because
Our
it's
what?
like
Our what in wet dream?
incel, which is
Oh
like
yeah,
one of
no,
those.
dead ass
Well,
incel wet
yeah,
dream. Yeah,
yeah,
big time, bro. All the men that
because
don't know how to
it's
communicate, like that guy that
mm,
Moist Critical was
yeah,
talking about earlier in the day. He was talking about some dude that started a conversation with some chick, and he was just like full blown believing that she was just gonna like stop what she was doing and be with him, and he's like fucking begging her to. Can't even. It's just a whole bunch of incel shit.
yeah.
He's been doing a lot of those videos, and I've been
So
watching them every day when I drive to work.
right. So essentially, picture this. All the weird neck
Alex,
beards
right over
that
my
sit in
toe.
their mom's basement and just like play World of Warcraft and complain about the state of women and stuff like that. People like that. Those weirdos.
I
These
held a door
guys.
open for a girl, and I didn't get my
It's-
dick sucked. What the fuck? That's basically what an incel is, bro.
yeah, one of those. Yeah.
I'm a nice
So
guy.
yeah, I'm a nice guy. Women should treat me better.
Oh my god.
So yeah. So essentially, like I said, isekais are like these guys. Because like I said, when you think about the writers of these isekai animes,
Hmm.
they're pretty much these losers. Like I said, they're because if you so what's funny about the isekai? Because like I said, you die, reincarnate to this world, whatever, blah blah blah. Now you're like a badass. Da, 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 da.
Hmm.
So usually the general consistency of how they usually look is they're usually like your average looking like Asian guy, black short hair, brown, black eyes, whatever, kind of skinny, lanky,
That's
whatever.
so
They usually
mean.
all tend to look like that because that's what the average Asian man looks like.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's them being like, "Oh, haha, I died in my lame, boring life and came to this magical world, and forget my old life, screw my family, screw my
Hmm.
friends and colleagues. I'm in this new." And then that's usually the funniest thing. They usually completely forget about their old life. Like they're like by episode 2, they don't even what mom or dad or friends
Yeah,
or
what
family.
matters anymore, bro?
Yeah,
Like, I,
Yeah.
I'm
Anything in that world
there,
doesn't
and
matter anymore because I'm
all
in this
those
world now.
right, and all those
Right.
isekai animes basically turn into like, oh my god, I have a harem. Which is like
Oh,
a
yeah.
group
What?
of women. Like a harem is like when
Yeah.
you have a group of women that are like all into you. Like you have
Right.
multiple girlfriends. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's why all these incels have this behavior of they love isekai anime because they want to have like
Right.
multiple women but can't provide emotionally or financially or physically for multiple women. So it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, and that's usually pretty much you just they usually end up having a harem where it's like they meet some girl and usually majority of them have like gigantic titties
and they
and
have
they're
some crazy difference. Like, oh, this is an elf. Oh, this is the warrior
right.
fighter lady. Oh, this is the
Mhm.
cute paladin lady. That's like, yeah, they all have their own little
Right.
quirks and shit.
and then
Like-
and then also you got to remember the two things. At least two or well, hold on. You gotta have one with a flat chest, and you gotta have at least two or three of them with ginormous
Yeah,
titties.
ginormous boobies, and the flat chest one has to exist, definitely.
And then at least two of them have to be questionably underage.
Yep, and there also has to be one brown skinned. Yes, definitely. Yep, that's how it works. That's isekai anime for sure.
Yeah, that's isekai for sure. Yeah, you gotta have one that's questionably underage. You'd be like, that's 1,000 years old.
Yeah,
like,
all the check
right.
marks are
she's
being
like, I'm
checked.
500, but I'm 2 in elf years. Like, fucking so stupid.
Yeah. I look like I'm 12, but I'm really 600 years old. Like,
bro, the amount of incel people that defend lolly and fucking Shota content are fucking disturbing, bro. It's disturbing because it's like, oh well, you know what? It's just a cartoon. It's not hurting anyone. You are living out a fantasy in your brain of banging a child, you fucking pedophile. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. How do you defend that? Yeah. I don't get that. Oh, it's just a picture. You're still thinking about it, you fucking fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're still thinking about it, you weirdo. Like, oh, man.
Too many people, man. Too many fucking people.
Like, I remember, I was just looking at something where it was like, well, somebody was joking. It was like, they're comparing My Hero Academia to what is it?
Yeah, bro, I can't even. Every time.
It's Demon Slayer. So,
why would you compare that?
So they're comparing. Well, because so they were like, so what they were saying is, they were like, you remember Minato, right? You know, the kid with the purple balls. You know,
the little horny kid, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, little horny kid.
That's his whole personality, and he does some other things.
Yeah, it's literally his whole personality, which is a whole other thing because they're all teenagers. But we're not going to get into that. But anyway, so actually, that's part of what I'm going to get into. So I was laughing because I'm like, so the post was saying like, oh, people were the post was saying, oh, people were in an uproar when Minato was being a perv towards Momo, because Momo is the obviously overly sexualized freaking teenager who's like tall.
Yeah, but all those fucking high school girls in that show are overly sexualized.
Shirts like this, yeah. Oh, they all are. Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah, so pretty much the post was saying, oh, people were in an uproar when he was a pervert toward her, but everybody was going full simp mode over what's the name of that white haired guy from the second season with the three wives?
With the metal guy? I hate My Hero Academia. It's like the worst writing ever.
In Demon Slayer, the white haired guy that had the three wives.
What's his name? I can't think of Uzui.
Tengen, yeah.
Yeah, he became like a polyamory fucking symbol, and people found out about it, and they were like, oh, Jesus Christ is against polyamory, ho ho.
Right. So the post was like, oh yeah, it's weird when they're like, oh, it's weird when he's a perv toward, it's weird when Momo's a perv, but everybody's okay with him being into polyamory. And
his wives are are they underage or no? Because
they have to be underage. No, they're all.
I was about to say they look pretty old in the show, but I never got like a confirmation there. But you never know. It's like feudal Japan, so.
Yeah, but I'm like, and my thing was like, I'm like, okay, so y'all talking about that, but I'm like, at the end of the day, My Hero Academia is still freaking weird because they're still all a bunch of high schoolers.
Yeah, they're all still high schoolers.
Them. I'm like, I think
it's like High School of the Dead, bro. Like that anime is like all just like the actual show itself is all boobies and stuff, and it's like, bro, you're depicting teenagers.
Have you guys seen the show Euphoria?
Oh my god! Yeah, it's just teenagers fucking.
Yeah,
what is wrong with people, bro? Like,
I remember there's this one internet comedian that I see out here all the time.
He says Tony, internet comedian. He means shit poster. Okay, like.
Yeah. Well, no, he makes videos and all that, but this guy he posts like all the time. I remember he's like he made a video about that. He was like pretty much what Euphoria is, and he's like making fun of Euphoria. And he's like sitting in class and he's like, "Hey, teach, can I go to the bathroom?" And he's like the teacher's like, "Hey, big titty girl in the back, you be quiet." And then he's like, "Matter of fact, you come with me to the principal's office." Then you hear, it's like, "Oh yeah, let's do drugs." Oh yeah, let's do drugs.
That's That's good
pretty
sarcasm.
much
Man.
it.
It's that, yeah, that's
what
pretty
is going
good.
on here?
That's funny.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on here? I'm like, yeah, that's to me, that's like
Man,
that
it's
other
like
one weird show.
what the fuck
That
were we...
show
Oh, do you
fucking
remember
took me by
Cuties,
surprise.
bro? Remember Sneeko? Oh god. Hey, guess what? I'm calling out another YouTuber right now. Sneeko, I know this is in your past, but that was fucking weird, bro. That was really fucking weird. I don't know why the fuck you did that shit. I don't know why you advocated
What?
for that. He was talking about how Cuties was a really good show on Netflix. It's that fucking Netflix show that they fucking made, sexualizing all those kids. Like, not
that
even
was really
teenagers,
weird.
bro. That shit was fucking
Yeah,
weird.
those are literal kids.
Ew,
Yeah,
bro.
those are like literal kids. That shit was
Yeah.
creepy, dude. Like, I remember somebody was telling me about it, and like, I think I had seen like a preview for it. I'm like, yeah, nope.
Yeah,
I'm
and
good.
Seiko fucking was like, oh, this is a good. That's what started the whole. That's what started the whole. He was gonna shoot Charlie thing, and Charlie was like, he pulled his guns out and was like, "Yo, you idiot! This isn't a clip. It's a mag." That was a fucking banger of a video, man.
that.
When that came out, I was having a golden time watching Moist Critical. God damn it, that shit was good. But yeah, no, fuck that shit. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck sexualizing kids. And wow, I just slapped my microphone. I apologize.
Wow.
I just slapped the fuck out of my mic.
Try to slap Hollywood through the mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking reach. I'm like an
Damn you,
SCP.
Hollywood.
I'm gonna reach in there and just fucking slap the shit out of the Hollywood executives. Cause they shit. Peaches told me the other day about like Disney, like a few blocks away from Disney. There's like a child trafficking thing. It's like I don't know, man. This shit's nuts. Like, how is that in such high demand? Like, you can't get bitches. You go to kid. Like, seriously, like what the fuck? How is that so common?
You know what I've thought of, and and actually I remember okay, so Louis C.K. he made a joke about it before, but then I also thought. Yeah, now my I wouldn't say my spin on it, but like this is my actual thought, and this is what I realized too. And I thought about it, and I'm like thinking logically from the mind of an like an infinitely rich person. Like you're gonna be dead and still have billions of dollars to be spent, So I try to think from the mind of an uberly rich person. Think about it like this, and this is gonna sound terrible, of course, and I'm not advocating anyway. So in the mind of a rich person, after a certain point, you do everything. You win everywhere. You've been to every restaurant. You've met everybody. You've done everything cool there is to do in the world. So I feel like
there's a lack of self-control there. Like, slow down, breathe some air, go to the park a few times a week. Don't fuck any kids. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
I think so what I think it is, I think it's a weird, sick kind of like, it's like that infinite boredom, and for some reason they choose that is their thing to go
I have
to.
heard
they're
a
like,
similar,
I want to try this. And
not about pedophilia, but I've heard a similar
like,
story. Back when I was a lot younger, we were talking about rock stars, like 80s hair bands, like rock stars, and about how a lot of them in their older age are coming out as homosexual. And it's not because that they've always been gay or that they've always been attracted to men. It's just they've spent fucking like 40 to 50 years banging every chick possible. So now they're like, all right, let me try some man booty, And that's what they did, and it's okay,
Like me, the man booty.
like Louis, one day you could be, too gay, and now you're gonna go try straight. Like you never know, bro. Like
because I mean,
too much.
Yeah, and like I said, to me, yeah, of course.
Well, you get that mentality
like
of try everything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the ultimate like extreme of like, whoa, I would never go there. But you're gonna have somebody like, well, maybe. Like, no,
it's okay to critical think. It's
Don't
okay to try to understand why these fuckheads do what they do, and it's okay to understand that consciously that is wrong. Like a lot of people, like I brought up in episode 3 of the Talk Bots, I brought up dark meditation, and Jesus Christ, did that scare the fuck out of Houston. Like, bro, he thought that I was like gonna sit there and go, ooh, I'm gonna murder you, I'm gonna fuck you up. dead ass, he was scared as fuck. He thought it was the weirdest shit ever. But like, a lot of people do stuff like that where they will sit on their dark thoughts, like and imagine shitty things, but then deliberately and consciously choose to be good instead of choosing to be bad. Because if you don't sit and you don't feel those emotions and just get them out of you, then you could fucking act on something bad, like some like intrusive thoughts. Like I'm gonna admit something kind of really fucked up, and not super fucked up. I had one intrusive thought. Like when my son was born, I was carrying him in this big fucking car seat, and I had this horrid vision. Okay, I have these shitty dreams, and I have a lot of fucked up daydreams. They just kind of come to me. I have ADHD. My brain doesn't stop. It forces itself onto me. It, like non-consensually just takes my brain for a joyride up and down this roller coaster of holy shit. So I'm walking with my fucking son in this big thing. He was literally just born, and my fucking intrusive thoughts. I'm on like the 4th floor of a fucking parking garage. I had this vision of fucking dropping him off of it and it falling all the way down and just full vivid splat everything, and I literally I was terrified. I was like oh my god, like I felt all that emotion, and I was like, oh my god, like fucking no, like Jesus Christ, that fucking just scared the shit out of me. Like I can't stop it, bro. I've had dreams of being stabbed in my entrails, being ripped out by a guy in a dog costume. I had dreams where I'm falling and I splat because, everyone wakes up when they're about to hit the ground. I don't wake up when I hit the ground, bro. I fucking...
Your microphone cut out there.
Sorry, I just fucking splat. Like, I just... I don't know. My intrusive thoughts are excessively like scary, but I parkour like The Office. Parkour. Like I get through it pretty well, I think. I think I handle my brain pretty well. Like if anyone was to pilot this flesh mech, I think I was the man that was designed for it. Just Jesus. All right. We got to move on because we went on a very difficult route there because lots of serious conversation, but it's important to talk about because it's important to choose to be good, I think. Definitely. Even when you don't want to be.
Actually, something I have... Oh, sorry. I'm coming back. Just had to grab a drink super quick.
You're good.
Okay. But yeah, something I want to add onto the thought of like intrusive thoughts is just how insanely powerful and complex the brain itself is.
That's facts.
So, right. Because of, things like that, your emotions, and like even think about the small things of like, all the neurons and electrons and things going off, and like, your brain just pretty much autopiloting all of your basic functions. Because like, you don't manually have to breathe normally. Your brain just does that for you. Like, can you imagine having to freaking have a stick shift on
That's
breathing?
what pisses me off about people who are like Limitless. Remember that fucking movie Limitless? Like oh my god, you have to use 100% of your brain. It's like, motherfucker, you're kind of doing that every day. You're not using 10% of your brain. If you were using 10% of your brain, you wouldn't be breathing. You wouldn't be pushing blood through your vessels. You wouldn't be having a fucking digestive system. You wouldn't be doing anything. You'd just be dead. That's all passive. That's happening. That's processing.
Yeah. Your cognitive thoughts only use up, I think, 10 to 15% of your brain, but it's like your brain still does a lot of functions in your body.
Absolutely, and that's why that pseudoscience is fake and stupid, and people should stop believing that. I mean, 100% of my brain. Fucking idiots.
Actually, so interesting story. Have you guys? I'm gonna want to see if you guys have heard this one. Have you heard the story about this guy that the guy that was pretty much like lived his whole life for like 10 years and woke up and he was pretty much found out he was in a coma for like 5 minutes?
Wait, he was in the coma for 5 minutes, but
he lived a 10-year life.
Oh, dude, I spent 3 years in a dream, bro.
So wait, listen to this. It's insane. And this actually happened not too long ago. So I think there's this kid, not a kid, but like probably a young adult, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This kid goes to some college. I had to look it up. I don't remember exactly where it was, but this happened just recently. And I guess he had an accident I guess he had an accident at his college or whatever, and got knocked out. And him being knocked out, like I think he was only knocked out for a short time. Like he wasn't out for super long.
Oh my god.
But in that span of him being knocked out in his fucking brain, he had lived for 10 years. He got married, had kids, had a wife and kids, had a house and everything. Like he had lived a normal life.
I love
in
that
his
happens
freaking
to
brain.
people, and
And-
then other people will have similar situations, but they just experience blackness. And it's like, oh my god, there's
Right.
nothing after death.
Like, and you know, he explained it, and he's in therapy right now. So in the dream, and mind you, like in his dream, this was like his normal life. This wasn't like a question of like if I just pretty much was like sitting here talking to you guys, like he was literally having a normal day-to-day life.
It's a simulation,
Like,
bro.
and then yeah. So the one, you know what threw him off? He said one day he was like, you know, living his life, you know, wife, kids, whatever, blah blah blah. He said one day he noticed in his room there was a lamp on the dresser, and the lamp looked weird. He said it looked almost 2D. He said he couldn't figure out why. He said he'd see this thing every day for days, and he asked his wife about it, and you know she didn't see anything wrong with it, and you know eventually his wife suggested to him like, you know, maybe you should go see a therapist about it. He went to go see a therapist in his fucking brain. He went to go see a therapist and talk about the light. And Ashley was asking the therapist about the light, and you know the guy was like, "Well, you know," the therapist was like, "Well, maybe you should like look at the light more. You know, look at the lamp more." So he goes to mess with the lamp, and I guess when he goes to mess with the lamp, he freaking wakes up. And I think that was his brain. That was the switch in his brain saying, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." You know. So
That's
like when
nuts.
he finally goes to mess with the lamp, he wakes up. And they said this guy, he's in like major therapy now because it said it's messed with his sense of time, his life, because he, like I said, he thought he was married. He got married and had kids.
Yeah.
So,
Right,
like,
I mean, like, how do you know
this-
anything's real in general? Like, how do, honestly?
Yeah.
like-
They said it's messed up his love life. Like he can't. He said he probably won't be able to love anybody. You were married, dude. You think you're in love and freaking have kids and shit. And then all of a sudden you just wake up and none of this is real. And you're at your college. You're like,
Right. Like,
You know?
yeah, it would be. I mean, like, so, like, you have your five senses, right? You can perceive, you can hear, you can smell, you can taste, you can touch. But, like, that's all, like, okay, so if I touch my microphone, if I touch something, it relays a signal to my brain that says I touched something, and that's what I'm feeling, is I'm feeling in my brain. Like, yeah, I'm feeling the pain here in my hand, but it's not there. You're feeling it in your brain. Because if that signal was cut off and that wasn't able to, like, travel to tell your brain, hey, you're getting hit in the hand, you wouldn't feel it. So who's to say all those, you know, those signals being sent aren't manipulated in any sense? Like, we're not in a pod right now in the Matrix. I'm not suggesting that we are. I don't believe that we are. But there's theoretically and actually
there's
logically,
that possibility.
like it made sense to believe that it's possible that none of this is real. And I think that's important to go about your life with the probability that this could just not be real. And that's okay, whatever.
Good audio simulation.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. But in order to create a simulation, there has to be something real and tangible within a reality to create a simulation. So thus, you kind of guarantee that at least matter and reality in general is real. It might not be this one, it might not be whatever, but at least to some degree, there is some sense of reality guaranteed in order to create an illusion. And
Yeah, there had to be the first one in order to recreate it
right
as an illusion.
Right, and then we could talk about like the philosophy of matter. We always say this bullshit about, oh, what's more important? What's important? Life? You know, what's the meaning of life? What's purpose? How do I find purpose in life? But why is life special? Like, I objectify the fuck out of myself because I feel like I'm an object, you know? I'm no different than a chair. I'm no different than the fucking the door here. I'm just a clump of matter. I am cells that have, you know, different fucking elements that compose it. I have atoms, you know, that make up my body just the same as that. So, but realistically, if I just went all atheist and was super upset and was like, you know what, I'm no different than a fucking door, then I would be completely ignoring my complexity as a existing being. I would be ignoring my complexity as a human being and how, different I am than a fucking door. And I don't think that's fair to existence. It's not fair to me as an existing piece of matter to ignore the difference there, honestly. So that's how I kind of give myself purpose. Like, obviously, I'm not a fucking pen, but I don't know. I have a weird philosophy about it. I could keep going. I should write a book about it, honestly, because I could talk about it for about an hour. Yeah, I should. Because I'll probably just keep going on about how... Okay, so I'm a human, I'm a sentient being, so I provide personification to myself as an object. So if I see myself as an object, I'm personifying myself as a person. I am Brandon, I am Bots Drums, the YouTuber. You are Xavier. We personify ourselves and give ourselves purpose, but we are still just matter. So what's wrong with personifying the universe as a god? What's the difference? The universe is objective. I'm objective. So therefore, if I have a duty, I have a sentient right as an existing organic carbon-based organism to believe that, my sentience matters and that I exist for a reason. Why shouldn't I be able to personify a god? That's why I believe in atheism and I believe in theism at the same time. I don't believe in God and I do believe in God. And then we get the whole yin-yang thing and balance and the negative positive. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at with life. I've been at for a while. I just kind of combine everything into one big logical stampede of bullshit. Ran over. Thanks, guys. Just for letting me get that out of my chest. I fucking had to. Once I start, I just kind of got to go through the whole spiel.
No, and that's understandable because I will say in my case, like for a long time, I grew up, like with okay. So long story short, my mom, her parents were Jehovah's Witnesses. Thank the Lord, she decided not to do that and followed suit. But
Right.
So my mom, even when I was a kid, she used to take me to church here and there, yada yada yada. And I never used to really question religion too much. It's just what it is, what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about it too much. And as I got older, I kind of came to the consensus where I would say I'm on the same side where I don't know. I would say I do believe there probably is, and there could be something out there greater than us, and maybe a god or some form of god or something,
Mm-hmm.
But
So
my
you're agnostic?
thought is personally, well, I would say I don't know. I don't know what to believe because I've only been here 27 years. Okay, and while I haven't seen exact proof, like physical evidence of
Right.
God, there have been way too many coincidental instances where, like I said, may not be per se God, maybe karma or something like that, where there was like coincidence
It's like
sometimes
something
is
that
just like,
speaks to you. Like you see something that
yeah,
just kind of like speaks to
some,
you. Yeah.
yeah,
I feel that.
there's some things you see happen. You're just like, okay, that can't just be coincidental. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dead
It's like I'm
ass.
not gonna say like like I won't just say like, oh yeah, it's God. But at the same time, like,
A lot of people do that, bro. So
yeah,
someone
right,
would be like, "Oh my god, I got a new toothbrush today. Thank God, this is Jesus. You did that for
right,
me. Thank you, God."
yeah,
A lot of people will do that shit. I don't
or
get that fucking
right,
shit, bro.
or or you'll have a situation where something happens just right to where like well, you have those weird times where like say you're driving somewhere and you like just go like say you're driving, you go through an intersection or whatever,
Mhm.
like, and
Oh, it's the miracle
normally what
moment, like
actually
Pulp Fiction, bro, and they
yeah
fucking pull
or
out the
better
Magnum.
or actually, you know what, better yet, I have the perfect example for you.
Okay.
So my father, right, because I was born in New York.
Right.
And my father, he when he used to go to work, he's the train that he would used to take because he used to stay out in Jersey. The train he used to take would always go, because there's a train tunnel underneath the Twin Towers. So my dad, he would have to go work past the Twin Tower. I don't remember if he actually did work there or if he worked past there, but the train usually always runs through there at that time.
Okay.
So it just so and this is what I mean by like like one of those miracle kind of like, you know what, maybe, you know, where it's like my dad usually he was on time, but this one day that he just so happened to wake up freaking late and was late to work. He was getting up and getting ready for work, and he was super late. And he said he was literally rushing out, and he was rushing out of his apartment. He said he felt the windows vibrate. He felt the windows shake.
Right.
That was the impact of the first plane hitting the Twin Towers.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Holy
I'm like,
shit.
Fucking
from
nuts.
from him being late,
Holy
he
shit.
avoided that mess. Because if he did actually wake up on time, I
Bro,
probably wouldn't have that.
I mean, I believe in like a butterfly effect thing, you know, cause and effect, bro. Like at the very least, like it's hard to believe that choices are real because you know, like I don't make a choice based off of what fucking habits and routines and like well, what the fuck am I making my choices based off of? My chemical balance in my brain, like my dopamine, like. I don't know, man. Like I believe that choices are real, but at the same time, I believe that they're not. These coincidences are very. How did we land on religion? Listen, how did we not land on religion, Robert? Okay, listen, we talked about a lot here on the Talkbots. We talked on the Talkbots.
We talked about a lot.
Yeah, we did talk about a lot. You know, and religion has a lot to do with everything, especially with like Marvel, like how we were talking about before. You know, we had Thor, we had the One Above All, and Ghost Rider. Like, come on, man. What do you mean, how did we land on religion, okay? Listen, how did you not land a bullseye when we played fucking darts at the ice house?
Oh!
All right, that's regular show. All right, now let's talk about regular show. We fucking we did kind of do some mental gymnastics there. We definitely have been going around. But I really like it. You know, how do we not talk about religion, Robert? It's a fucking Christmas stream. What do you mean? I know. It's a fucking Christmas stream. It's literally Christ, miss. Like, come on. Get with the program.
Religion.
What the fuck else? Yeah, no, those coincidence moments are definitely like crazy. Like I've seen some weird shit, especially deja vu. Like, do you ever think that like deja vu is like you going back to the checkpoint, like your last save, bro? Like last time you auto saved and you just kind of like die, like you're in Fallout and you like, respawn and.
That would be fucking crazy.
Wait, see, you know what's
I had
weird
deja
to
vu
me?
the other day.
Yes.
Oh man.
Deja vu is definitely a legit thing because I've had instances of deja vu where it's like now I've gotten to the point where if I feel it coming, it's almost like you can literally predict what happens. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard for you to call it out as it's happening because then it's going to be like, everybody's like, oh, well, yeah, you know, but like, you know, it's like, you know what's about to happen. It's almost like a premonition. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
man,
like,
it's weird.
what if that's what deja vu is essentially? It's just a premonition. You have an idea like because you know your parallel self is going through the same thing, but probably slightly ahead of you, and the timelines cross.
What are you Dirty D's done dirt cheap from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? He's like you're about to die, so you swap your prime self and you put yourself into the other universe self. That's that power, bro. That power is amazing. You can't kill that person. His superpower is literally when he's about to die, he transfers his prime like self, his prime self to another body like in the multiverse. And then he just, that's how that works. But, the deja vu thing is extremely weird. I did want to address Robert. Robert said it has nothing to do with Christmas. Yes, I understand Christ has nothing to do with Christmas. You know, I understand it's very pagan. And go tell the Christians that and come back to me. Okay, back to deja vu. So deja vu reminds me of another similar topic, not to derail again, but... living your life and having your life flash before your eyes is another weird concept. Because if you have your life flash, how do you know right now your life isn't flashing before your eyes, just really slow, and you're actually about to die?
That's true. This could, you know what? That's a good thought. Because literally what life could be essentially is you reliving your memories before you die, and then by the time you get to that point, you're like, maybe you just like that's when right before you die, that's when you realize like, oh, I was actually remembering everything. I wasn't actually living that life. I already lived this life. I'm just remembering everything. And yeah, that would be a weird concept. That sounds like a good concept maybe for like a movie or something, you know?
Yeah, and
Like
also
where
to further that, to make it even more convoluted and complex, have you ever heard of Gabriel's cake? I believe it's a story from the Bible or something. Uh, okay, so when you cut a cake in half, what stays the same and what increases? Louis should know the answer to this.
I'm sorry, what?
When you
What?
cut a cake in half, what stays the same and what increases?
When you cut a cake in half,
We
what
had
stays the
I've
same?
said this like a few times. We were playing Warzone 2 on Vondel.
I'm drawing a blank here, bro.
Okay, so when you cut a cake in half, the volume of the cake remains the same, but the surface area increases. Because now you have two sides on the cake that just, exist now.
Yeah.
So there's this weird concept of, okay, you cut this in half. Now you cut that half in half. And you keep cutting things in half infinitely. Like you never stop cutting your time in half. So let's say you're about to die. You have 2 seconds before you die. Let's say you slow time by 50%. You cut your time in half. Now you have 1 second before you die. You cut your time in half. Now you have half a second. Cut your time in half. You have a quarter of a second. You cut your time in half. An eighth, a 16th, a 32nd. You never reach zero. You never actually reach zero. You never actually reach death in a weird concept. So then you're slowing time mentally, which is a crazy fucking concept. I'm not even sure if I believe it myself, but the concept of that could also portray into the concept of living your life like this slowly in flashing before your eyes. Like that could also be a like a scientific thing to add into that film, that movie, and maybe we can make it to where like the main character is trying to actually die, so he's trying to get around that concept or something. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming cool movie plots, but
What did I say?
yeah, it's just you never reach zero. So how do we reach zero? Like. Which would also ensue like you're just on a
Name
big
it
trip.
0.1.
Yeah. Well, like, you're tripping balls before you die in general anyway, so you're just tripping balls throughout the multiverse until you slow down and you land on your life again and you're just being you. Like, how many lives do you have to live while you're tripping balls?
Right, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they did say as you're dying, what's the damn chemical that releases in your brain like extremely heavy?
I don't know, man, but I can't wait to trip balls
isn't
before I
it
die.
the
Just dying sucks, man.
I think it's the same chemical that they use mainly for like DMT. Like I think your brain secretes the same like properties.
I've never tried
and
DMT, but I've done a lot of acid, and god damn it, it's pretty great. God damn.
I've never done acid. I've wanted to try it. I've done some DMT, and DMT is it's a trip. It's definitely a trip. It's interesting. It'll
My ex-coworker from Superior, he tried salvia one time like forever ago, and he said that his dad turned into a candle and the doorknob turned into his daughter, and the doorknob was crying and the walls all fell down, and his candle dad just kept telling him, "You need to get into the envelope. Get into the envelope." Get into the envelope. Bro, he was telling me this story, and I was just like daydreaming it, and I started panicking. And I was like, "Oh God, like I'm having a panic attack, and I'm not even on salvia. Like, what the fuck?
Where the fuck is the envelope?
Get me in that fucking envelope, bro."
I need to get inside of it.
That shit's nuts. DMT? Never tried it.
It's-
probably not gonna ever try DMT, dude. That's too rough.
It's definitely interesting. My trips have been weird. Like I kind of remember one where it was like I remember I was like falling into darkness,
That's nuts.
and then like
You're
and,
11,
like,
bro.
and like as I'm falling into darkness, I remember like falling into colors, like falling into like a field
Does
of
that
like.
that sounds nice? Wait, hold up,
It was
yo.
weird. It was weird. It was really weird. Like I said,
Whoa.
it's because it's like I said, it's a trip, but it's not like just like an acid trip. It's like because it also like it goes into your own brain. It's that like you have to be. It's just like with taking any psychedelic. You have to be
Right.
mentally ready to take
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say there was one time where I did have a bad trip, but like other than that, like all the good times that like I
Worth
said, the
it.
first couple
Yeah, man,
times, yeah,
I've never
it
had a
was
bad
definitely
trip on
like
LSD, and I've never had a bad trip on shrooms. The only time I've ever actually had full blown panic attacks, weed edibles, marijuana edibles. Oh Jesus, fuck. I literally, uh, Patterson, dude brought a fucking bowl of just brownie mitts, like no brownies, just like all ground up in the bowl, and we were just fucking grabbing handfuls of it and eating it. And dude, I was
oh
sitting on the
boy.
toilet, man. I was taking a shit, and I heard, this is way back when I lived with my mom. I was still a kid, and I heard my mom. It wasn't actually my mom. It was my brain. But I heard her saying, "Brandon, are you okay in there? Brandon, are you okay? Brandon, are you okay? Brandon, are you okay?" And it got more and more aggressive to the point where I fucking screamed, stood up, pissed everywhere, pulled up my pants, walked back out into the garage, and sat down with all my friends and went.
What the fuck?
Like the second I sat down out there, I was immediately better. I felt I like that shit was
Like what the
nuts.
fuck?
Yeah, that was like I don't
That's
know.
funny.
Everyone's like, "Oh, just do edibles, Brandon. It's so much better than smoking." I'm like, "Fuck you."
I don't know
Hell
about that though.
no.
Yeah, man.
Maybe it's small doses. Small doses.
10
I will
milligrams. 10
say.
milligrams.
I will say. Me personally, I haven't eaten too much edibles because usually when I did eat them, I was already smoking during that time. So it's like it just didn't do anything for me. So I was like, you know what? One of these days I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna not smoke, and then I'm gonna eat some edibles. I remember my buddy he gave me
Is this like a beer before liquor thing, or like what's going on?
yeah, essentially.
In a
So
way,
I
yeah.
didn't try. So yeah, so I didn't smoke. I know I probably smoked at his house, but I tried. I refrained from smoking majority of that day. And I remember it was hilarious actually. He gave me two big muffins, and he had warned me. He was like, "No, I'm gonna warn you now." He's like, "I'm gonna warn you now. Be careful." He said these are really, really freaking strong. I'm
God
like, "Yeah,
damn.
okay, yeah, I got it." Yeah, so he's like, "These are really strong." I'm like, okay, whatever.
Excuse me.
So and I should have had a warning because, and my warning actually should have been what I did. So, the mother of my kids, right? She doesn't smoke weed at all. She doesn't. She like. I mean, I've got her to smoke with me maybe a handful of times. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Mhm.
Okay.
And so, it's like, I remember I got this stuff. I got home and I got home with these two, and I'm just like, hey, I know she had a few days off, so I'm like, hey, I'm like, try this, try a piece of this edible with me. And she's like, okay. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, how about this? So I cut her. What did I do? I cut her a piece in half. I cut her half of one. Like I said, they were big muffins. They're like this big. Like these were
Mhm.
big muffins.
Holy
I
shit.
cut one in half, and then I left her like like her half on the stove so she could munch on it. I ate the other half. So then I'm sitting there. I ate the other half. I'm just kind of vibing. Like it starts to kind of roll in a little bit. Oh, it feels good.
Right.
So you know, she ate out of that half. She took like a butter knife, and I watched her kind of slowly little pick at it. She ate literally like an eighth of a piece off of that half a piece. So like
Mhm.
1/16 of the brownie.
And was it bad?
And that woman was high out of her freaking mind,
Oh
and
my
it was
god.
hilarious. Like
Dude.
Really?
I sat there and watched her try to grab the doorknob, like, and I'm just like, I was wondering if she was messing with me, she was faking, but
I
like,
can't
dude,
do
no,
that
she was
shit, bro.
she was stoned to the
That's
bone, like,
nuts.
because so I'm watching
Ooh.
her, so like she's like
I made a bathroom run.
I'm gonna go outside with the girls. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. We'll go look at the sun, enjoy some fresh air. So she
Mhm.
goes to grab the front door, and she does like this. And she's trying to grab the front door, but she's just missing the knob. Like she's
There's
just
no
falling,
depth.
like
Depth.
no depth
I've had a
perception.
similar experience. One of my friends who was also kind of my neighbor, like 4 houses down. He did give me like a cookie at his house, and he was like, "Bro, just wait 20 minutes. You're fine. Like you're gonna be good." I got home, and I could not figure out how to cook a cup of ramen. I read the directions like 30 times, and I paced back and forth in my kitchen, fucking freaking out because I was getting pissed off because I didn't understand the fucking directions of a goddamn cup of ramen. My dad came home, and he was like, oh, fuck. He was like, man, you are blitzed. I was like, yeah, I need help right now. Do I boil the water and put it in first, or do I put the water in and then I microwave it? Like is microwaving styrofoam safe? I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
Was it the cup?
It was like a ramen cup of noodle. Yeah, it was cup of noodle. I was
the boiling
fucking
hot water
stupid.
in there. That's what you do.
I drank a bunch of stupid juice. Yeah, you're supposed to do it that way. I know a lot of people that microwave the damn cup. Now they're coming out with microwavable cups. Did you see that?
Now
they are. Like, now they are. You fucking assholes. Like,
I thought they
it
always
literally
were.
do
specifically says
not
microwave.
But I keep replaying this memory in my brain of everybody else doing it, and me trying to argue with myself, the two wolves inside me, like, do it. Everyone else does it. They don't have cancer. They're not dead. And then the other wolf is like, listen to science. It's telling you not to. Like, don't be dumb. Like,
Right.
oh, man, what a day. I did the only good day, which really wasn't even that good of a day. It was actually kind of bad, but it was kind of cool. That I had when I did any kind of edible was when COVID was happening, and I was working at this hotel, and we went into the conference room because the whole fucking hotel was empty. We used the conference room for fucking D&D. It was like a big giant table. It was awesome. Like, it was really cool. Granted, there were a lot of other things. Robert says he's not dead. He's still watching. We know Robert. We are going to have to wrap up the show soon because I'm going to have to make a fat fucking bathroom break, and it's going to take me like 3 hours. But thank you for coming on the show. I didn't really think I had too much else to talk about except for I wanted to play a quick game. It's called I'm Going on an Elephant Hunt. So I'll go first, and then Xavier can go, and then Louis can go, okay? So it's basically you say a word that you're bringing on this elephant hunt, and it has to be alphabetical, and then you have to repeat the words backwards, and if you fuck up, you lose. So I say, all right, I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing apples. And then you say, I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing B word and apples.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean.
G is always gonorrhea. I don't know why. This is how it's been.
It's just always gonorrhea.
Okay. All right, let's go. I'm ready. I'm gonna whip your ass.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I'm doing elephant hunt, and I'm bringing apricots.
I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing baskets and apricots.
I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing cantaloupes, baskets, and apricots.
Oh my god, what are these words? They're so sophisticated. I'm doing an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing Delaware, cantaloupes, baskets, and apricots.
God damn it. I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing Ebola, Delaware, cantaloupes, baskets, and apricots.
Ebola.
I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing friends. Fuck, I forgot what you said.
No way. No way. After that the shock value of it, did you just forget?
I don't even remember. I remember baskets and apricots.
I'll give you one lifeline. I'll give you one lifeline. Do you want to ask the audience for help?
What does the audience say?
Robert, hop in chat. What was the E word, Robert?
Oh my god, Ebola!
But you didn't even. You just needed the letter. Can you not read backwards?
And he's bringing friends too.
Oh my god. Okay, so you said friends Ebola. Keep going. Keep going. You saved your lifeline.
Friends, Ebola, Delaware, cantaloupes, baskets, and apricots.
I'm going on an elephant hunt. I'm bringing gonorrhea. Friends.
I'm blurry.
Ebola, Delaware, cantaloupes, baskets, and apricots. I used to play this shit so much when I was a scout, bro. Come on, bro. This camera doesn't
Look at-
want.
Right?
There you go. There you go.
I like slowly faded into fucking focus.
All right, we're on H. We're on H.
All right, going on a bear hunt, and I'm bringing hookers, gonorrhea, Ebola, Delaware, cantaloupes, baskets, and apricots.
You forgot friends.
Friends!
Oh, you forgot friends!
Oh my god.
I was like thinking, like, did I forget a letter? I'm like sitting there trying to like remember.
Hell yeah! All right, Louis, you're up, Louis.
I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing ink, hookers, gonorrhea, friends, Ebola, Delaware, cantaloupes,
Wow.
baskets, and apricots.
And I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing juices, ink, hookers, Ebola, friends, Delaware, cantaloupes, baskets, and apricots.
Whoa.
Jesus.
We're getting down. This is like when spelling bees get intense. It's like spell stupid.
Right. You gotta remember all this
No.
stuff. Okay. I'm going on a bear hunt, and I'm bringing wait, hold on. Sorry. Gotta think of a K word that's not offensive. I'm bringing kites.
Is
Oh, god damn it. I'm so
I'm
far
pretty sure that's like very close to a
Damn it.
slur.
Because of kites. Kite.
Oh my god!
No, that you fly in the air.
The kite
Jesus.
that you fly in the air.
You should say like I don't know, Robert, yeah, kangaroos.
Kilts.
Karen.
All right. Crap. Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember 4K. Wait. I'm bringing kites, juice. Wow, that sounds really bad when you put those together, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that here, guys. Freaking, let's see. Crap. No, I can't remember. I'm done.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't say
man.
Israel for I, Louis.
I should have. I fucking should have.
And when I get to P, you know what I'm gonna say?
Oh boy.
Oh, rip.
A political statement.
Listen here, okay? Don't do bad stuff. End of story. That's my political stance, and that's the end of it. You can't stop me. I'm gay. Okay?
or just like Kamala's, do not come. Do not come.
They don't come here.
Do not come.
Or Donald Trump.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
come. Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
come.
gonna come.
Don't do not come.
All right. Yeah. All right. Louis. Go.
So, I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing Lincoln, kites, juice, ink, hookers, gonorrhea, friends, Ebola, Delaware, cantaloupes, baskets,
Oh my God.
apricots.
I'm going on an elephant hunt, and I'm bringing medlodons.
Jesus
Lincoln.
Christ.
I said Lincoln, right? Kite. I have bad pronunciation. Ink. Juice.
Wait,
H-I.
Kite.
Oh, I lost! Oh!
Kite, ink, juice.
Yeah, I
You
went the
mean-
wrong. Yeah, damn it. I put Ron in front.
What,
Damn
what you
it.
trying to say there? Hmm.
All right, Louis, you're the victor.
Wow, the person that said that I was gonna fucking.
Yeah, he thought he was
kill
gonna
him.
lose, and I fucked up. It's probably because I got a shit, bro. It's just letting that get to my head.
Well,
bro.
I mean,
Yeah, I
technically, I
remember-
was the first person to fuck up, so
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
I couldn't remember Ebola, so.
Yeah, no one can
What?
remember Ebola either, man. I can't remember 2012 either, but I keep bringing that shit up.
2012.
Yeah, man. You know how hard they put that in schools, bro? What was the point of that? They were
Hey.
like, oh my God, donate to Coney. Oh my God. Like, bro, I'm a fucking 7th grader. Fuck off. Like, I don't know what's going on in Africa. I'm not going to give you $1. What the fuck? Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
That was weird in school, bro.
No, 2012 was a good year because that was when it was like, God, the world's going to end.
Oh, yeah.
It was like,
No, we could talk about end of world scenarios. Well, let's wrap it up. Thank you for coming on that show. Did you have a good time?
of course, bud. Hell yeah, hell of a time. This is a damn
Sweet,
interesting
sweet.
experience.
Yeah,
I
let me
enjoyed
let
myself.
me wrap up the show real quick, and if you don't mind, can you stay a little bit afterward because I have to do a few things. Yeah. All right, guys, that was episode of the Talk Bots. This is episode 5, something about Christmas stuff and Christmas time, because it's the time of year, because time is real and time is queer. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good